All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Foster Bowling Club on YouTube Live Sports. I'm Benny Two Shoes, and we have a ripper of a game this afternoon for you. As you'd be aware, this is the Veterans Interzone, and this afternoon, Greater Newcastle, a very popular mob, against Manning Great Lakes, their home side, and we're just chucking up there the flags just to show you exactly what's happening. And sitting next to me, I'm going to ask because I've completely forgotten your name.
Jeff.
Jeff. Introduce yourself to the people. Who are you and where are you from?
Jeff Myers from South Tamworth Bowling Club.
And welcome, mate. We held this event at South Tamworth a couple of years ago, I think.
Yes, you did, yeah. 2 years, 3 years. I
think it was 2. I was there for that one under a different banner, of course, wearing a different shirt, out doing it by myself. So, and you've just come here to spectate. You are wearing a Zone 3 shirt. So that's
the old Zone shirt I had. So I thought, well, rather than dirty one of these region shirts, I thought I'll just wear this and show the colours.
What a great idea, because he's the same colour, by the way, as well as the Northwest. So this game here, mate, we've got the Manning Great Lakes team of Kevin Robinson, Errol Ruprecht.
Yep.
Grant McCurdy and Harvey Phillips. That's a pretty good side, I know most of those names. And they're just shaking hands now against the Greater Newcastle team of Michael Brown, Michael Beasley, Gregory Frost and Gregory John. Now, that's terrible. 2 Michaels and 2 Gregs. How do we do that?
Well, unless it's easy. It's either Greg or Michael.
Frosty and Greg we'll run with. Greg John is 2 first names, and that worries me. Other teams going across the rinks as you're looking there, Chris Ramage, this is Newcastle, of course, Jack Littlewood, John Gibson and Nick Jennings against Robert Hagan, Stephen Swan, Terry Maloney and Doug Kessel. And then on the far rink, Sammy Laguza, Ross Levido, Werner Dettelbacher, that'll be it, and Ross Broadbeck against Darryl Webster, John Beach, Peter Schroeder, and Robert Austin. So a good lineup of bowlers. They're all fairly famous names.
Yeah, Sam actually is in the middle rink.
Okay, they've moved them around, yep.
Yeah, Sam's in the middle and John's over the far rink.
So once again, just to show you that, over lunch the wind has really picked up at this wonderful club. What a great venue, mate.
It's a wonderful place, isn't it? Been over here a few times, and it's a lovely club, and they've got the new artificial greens in and running, and from what I've been able to see, they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful greens.
I couldn't agree more. Their third one will be starting to get laid tomorrow, in fact, so that'll be something to see as well.
Yeah. Well, they got the Women's State Carnival here end of May, I think it is.
That's right.
So they have all 3 greens up and running, and apparently they're extending the club out on the old 4th green. Going to take some of that green for a club extension.
That's it. So that'll be them underway. I'll just move my little camera back. That's the wrong button. Let's try that button instead. And short end straight away from Manning Great Lakes. Most of these guys will be very familiar with this green. And here we go. Starting off with Harvey Phillips.
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, 2 of these bowlers, the third and skipper, both Foster bowlers, Kevin and Errol. So they should know being new greens. Maybe they're not used to them either yet.
Just getting a little bit of shake on that camera with the wind.
Yeah.
It's not the first game. I had a man out the back there coming off the street and start wobbling around. I don't know what he was doing. I nearly got up and got violent. It was a bit, don't touch my stuff. Good start. There's a couple of arms on the Newcastle team. So this concept, the Veterans Interzone, I know that they're pushing for it to be a state-sanctioned event, in fact.
Yeah, again, I believe it was started by a couple of, I think, Newcastle zones said, hey, why don't we play an over-70s veterans? Seconded or able to convince a few other zones or regions to come in and join them. I'm not sure. I think it's about 6-year-old, but
yeah, it's it. Yeah,
don't
it's been
trust
going
me
for a few years now, and it gets very good attendance, obviously, and more zones coming in. I mean, we're sitting here now with, I was looking at it before, where is it? Just sitting here. So we've got Metro Northwest Bowls. So this is all the Sydney ones. Metro Southeast. Two of the main city regions, of course. Greater Newcastle, a big and powerful region. Northwest Bowls, where you're from. What club are you playing at?
South Tamworth.
You're at South Tamworth? There you go. That's a beautiful place. Central Coast Bowls, Manning Great Lakes, obviously, who are the locals. Mid-North Coast and the Hunter. So it is mostly northern, but I'd like to see this statewide, I reckon, myself.
Probably because it was sanctioned by New South Wales, I suppose, for some of those other regions it's who have to travel, say, in your area down Illawarra and South Coast, it's a long trip. Yeah, and it's going to be, if it was similar to the over 60s region, there's a lot of travelling, a lot of cost for the regions as well to send teams away.
Yeah, certainly a lot of expense, but look, it's why sometimes why I play the game, and I personally love the travel. Obviously, if you guys, anyone else out there's following me around, I've done a few thousand Ks. I am going to have to get up and leave
Good ball coming in here
when the next end and go and see what I can do with that camera, because that shouldn't be wobbling that much. He's putting white chalk in a white bowl. That's what I love to see. I have white bowls too. I usually walk up and give my skipper pink one, so use that, mate.
I don't worry about my skips. I don't touch the jacks. So I don't.
Oh, geez, you've got white bowls against each other here too.
It's
going to be fun.
On the camera, there doesn't look like there's any difference between them. Maybe when they come up this end, there might be some small difference. Looks like one's got dimples.
Yeah, one and a little bit more speckled as well.
Yeah.
So this was turning mightily this morning, like intensely. It was a wonderful thing to watch, and the green's running beautifully. A little bit less at the moment, maybe they didn't water the green over lunch as they do sometimes.
Well, the way it was this morning, I suppose they felt they didn't need to.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't. I would have had to run out and move my cameras.
Well, the other aspect too, and I'm not trying to be rude to them, but I mean, maybe they felt that we can't get it running just too quick for some of these gentlemen who
close
over 70 and wanted to enjoy themselves as well as play competitively.
Exactly. That's a very nice shot, but you're not wrong about it. It's running very nicely. So that was who was that? That was Beasley, Mick Beasley, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Can play that man. He's a well-known name around. We were just discussing him beforehand. Yeah. He's moved to an arm.
Yeah, former over 60s state representative. Oh, he's won a lot of things. Mick, even though I'm not from Newcastle, I'm well aware of his name and his ability. Is a good ball coming here too. Oh.
Bang, Jack's moving everywhere. And that camera's really getting punched. I get the feeling it's moved down, sitting against the pylon, which is making it jump. But like I said, I'll run out and sort that out at the end of the next end. And Jeff, you'll be flying solo for a bit.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Within 5 minutes on the coverage, and you're in.
They refused to give me a microphone back at the club.
You didn't tell me that.
Afraid of what I'm going to do with it.
Tell me that before I gave him mine. Where is it?
They might have this being played at the club, my club actually, and they're probably in there going, "Oh, fair dinkum, they gave him a microphone."
Shout out to all of you at South Tamworth. I hope you're watching. Greg Brown, Go Old Boy, and Newcastle. Excellent. Glad to have your support, mate. Glad you're here. Let us know in the comments where you are, where you're from, and who you're following. This has a huge following. Far more people watching this morning than I expected, to be honest. So,
that's because I'm on now. So, mate,
right, that's it. Well done, everyone. And thanks for joining us, YouTube Live Sports. We love it. Don't forget to like the page and subscribe. And if you're really keen, you can become a member. It's only a couple of bucks a month, I think. And you can follow us around. We're working on some members-only content and things that you can see.
There's quite a breeze coming across from right to left, or left to right as you're looking at it from the camera. It's a fair bit of turn out there.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, that bowl's almost finished 90 degrees to the player. That's pretty unusual.
I'm pretty sure Kevin is actually a New Zealander. I seem to recall playing him many years ago, where he just moved out to Australia from New Zealand. I think he was playing for down Nelson's Bay or somewhere like that.
That's come through beautifully.
Yeah, little hole.
Phil Lubke's watching from Silverdale as always. G'day, Phil. Good to see you, mate. Just had a thought there. Who's that? That's Mick Brown from Greater Newcastle wants me to give a shout out to his family. He's follows pretty avidly the YouTube Live Sports coverage and my stuff. It's great. Oh, who else was it? There was someone came up and said to say hi to Cohen, but I can't remember the surname. Cohen.
Say hello to Cohen. Schroeder? Peter Schroeder.
Yeah, it could be Cohen Schroeder.
Cohen's from my club. Young Cohen, he's 12 years of age.
That's it. So
got a lot of talent.
So g'day, Cohen. I hope you're watching.
That would have been Peter, his grandfather, who plays out of this club here.
That's it. He's on the wrong line, I think. Yep.
Sure they'll pick that up. They haven't picked it up yet. I'm sure they will.
Find out. Now, you'll all be grateful that we're going to the other camera and it's not bouncing like that one. Someone just took a photo of you, mate.
Hope they got the wide angle lens.
do you know that lady? That's all right. We'll look at this one. Hang on a sec. I'll just fix this camera and then. Oh, your video. Sorry, someone's taking a video of us now here as well, mate, as well, Jeff. No, it's good fun. If you're having a great time here at Foster's, something about the veterans, it's the banter, the camaraderie here is really good. I love to see it, even between the regions and everything. Anyway, Jeff, I'm leaving you to this. I'm going to go and try to sort that camera out at the bottom so it stops bouncing.
Okay.
I won't be long.
Well, being new to this job, I'll try and fill in the time as best I can. We've got a nice bowl coming in here from Greg. Bit of trail of the jack. Sits about one bowl short of jack high. Could be narrow, it is. Bit hard out there, that wind really is blowing. It's, again, from the camera that you're looking at is blowing from right to left, so you'd think that hand would be reasonably narrow, but then again, these flags, they swirl around a bit, so might be changing the trajectory a fraction. And that bowl's sitting around about 8 foot behind jack. I know from watching a few of these things on YouTube and what have you, that get a bit distorted with distances, with camera angles and so on. This is a better looking bowl coming in now. Yeah, nice. Set that. We're trying to establish a little bit of the difference between the two white bowls, and if you notice on the TV, on the camera, that one set of white is slightly darker than the other one. One is more or less a pure white. The other one looks like it's got some sort of coloured speck through it, which gives it a slightly darker colour, and that's the one I'm talking about now, which is sitting behind the jack. It's about 12 inches behind the jack and would be second wood.
So what did I miss? Anything fun? Oh, look at that, all those white bowls.
Yeah, I was just talking about them, yeah. Again, not too far away. This is going to go straight through the hole.
Oh, little touches and went through. I went out there and all the boys went, what are we doing wrong? Don't be nervous.
Probably would have said you set foot on the green for starters.
I know, it's been a long time.
There's a nice bowl here.
Yeah,
very, very nice.
That's a beautiful draw. Having a good think about this one, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they've only just got to just give it a bit of a tap. That jack will come back to the Newcastle's bowl.
So we're expecting a close game, you reckon?
Yeah, they're both strong regions. Mick here. Yeah, they're both strong regions, and Manning Great Lakes performed very, very well. I think they won the over 60s veterans off the top of my head. But again, the area up here, a lot of bowlers, a lot of retired bowlers. A lot of people come obviously up to the coast when they decide to retire and leave.
Yeah, and down
Sydney
south
and surrounds. Yeah. They certainly don't come to Tamworth.
Oh, here it comes.
Very good try.
Oof. Well, the change in, it doesn't matter, I'll get into politics, but the change in lifestyle people, Tamworth is more for the workers these days with remote working and that. So it's growing enormously, really. 'Cause I've been there 45 years, and surprising how the population's growing. But again, like you said, it's a working population. It used to be, I suppose you would say, rural based, but now it's just so much more than just rural. There's mines within a short drive of Tamworth, so a lot of people in the mines live there for schools and lifestyle. And of course, they've got a decent industrial base too now because of everything else that goes with it. Exactly. So, oops.
Probably going to be a bit wide, this.
It doesn't look like they've put the results in bowls link yet, unless I hit refresh. No, nothing there. Oh, yes, they have. Apologies. Doesn't have the cumulative total. So, Manning holding 3 at least there at the moment by the looks.
Another good bowl coming in here.
The guys are remembering early to jump out of the way of the camera.
Yeah, just missed.
Oh, and back. Yeah, very close. So Metro Northwest, we just saw this morning, won one rink and lost by not much from what we were watching. So Central Coast has had a win. And in the other section, the other game, Hunter Valley versus Manning Great Lakes. Manning Great Lakes won fairly comfortably, 9-1, so 2 rinks out of 3. Metro Southeast versus Northwest. Metro Southeast got up there. And where's the other section? The bottom line, Greater Newcastle. Definitely won 2 rinks, like you said. Lost the third one by 1 shot against Mid-North Coast. Goodness. So who's that? Oh, we have a ladder in front of us. And what a champion he is too. Jeez, he goes well, Jason. The organiser here he's been here for 17 odd years, and he is remarkable.
Well, he would have seen the place change a fair bit in that time.
Oh, Mate,
17 years.
Probably a big part of it. In fact, Jason Morse is the man we're talking about, of course. The question there, Glenn Windle saying, who's in the teams? I'll go through that again in a sec, mate. Actually, I can do that now while they're having a chat and taking their time. I'm in the wrong game, though, so let's go back here. So the teams we're watching now, Greater Newcastle, is Michael Brown skipping, Michael Beasley in third, Greg Frost in second, and Greg John in lead. And then Manning Great Lakes, watching the man bowl now, Kevin Robinson, Elwell Ruprecht in third, Grant McCurdy in second, and Harvey Phillips in lead. That looks a bit strong. What's he trying to move? The white one? Oh, dear. A round of applause. Oh, thumbs up.
They've got one.
One. So that might have been one down.
They might have been two, yeah.
I thought they were those two bowls were from the same team, actually, but there you go. So that's all right. Manning Great Lakes get on the board. 1-1 after 2 ends here. I'll update the master board as we go. Looks like they're calling for another short end, mate.
And getting used to these bowls. Like you said, there's 2 sets of white bowls and there's 2 sets of blue bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 sets of blue bowls, so...
That's it. Certainly not getting as much wobble on that camera now, which is good. Very nice.
It's going to be narrow. Get away. And a couple of foot short.
Yeah, that turn on that hand is interesting because that is into the breeze. And that's really been tricking, I think, even this morning's game. That was the same thing. That turn was just confusing a few people.
You would think it'd be rather narrow out there the way that breeze is blowing because we're looking at the flags there and you'd think that would be quite a narrow hand, but still getting that little bit of turn late.
Very close on the master board, 2-2 after 4. It is still shaking down there. Just to give you an indication of the wind, that camera I had to move it off because it was actually had slid backwards a bit and was touching the pole of the covers of the shades, and now it's not, and it's still vibrating down there, and that's usually an indicator that there's quite a lot of wind. And through it goes. All right, those darker ones are Newcastle bowls. There you go. Ooh.
Just run into the front one. Pushed it up.
Yeah, promotes his own bowl. That's not a bad shot.
This one's just going to get away, I believe. Yeah, that wind is coming from that left to right, turning those bowls quite a bit.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Things have changed on the master board. All of a sudden, Manning Great Lakes are up 9-2. That was quick. It came out of nowhere. Someone's obviously scored a big 7 by the looks of things. Someone will have to look at later. It came out of nowhere.
Going to get away again. Now that looks better grass from where I'm sitting.
I would have said so too. It looks. Anyone out there saying that looks wide, this will swoop all
the
way back.
Only the weight that hurt it.
That's it. Just look at this. This is the wind. Oh, it just dies off as I put the camera on it, but it's gusting very strongly at the moment. So it's whoops, that's weird. Yeah, it's interesting out there. Tough conditions on a wide turning synthetic as it is. Great green.
Well, me not being the nautical person, but I believe the prevailing winds over on the north coast are generally nor'easters.
Generally, I would have said so too.
And I would guess this is possibly a nor'easter.
Seems logical. I'll have a look for you. We got all the math. Wow.
I think that even though the flags are blowing, well,
No, not at all. Cameras at the other end. That's all right. Thanks, mate.
I would guess and say this breeze is probably coming from, as we're looking at the camera now, from the bottom left corner across through to the top right corner.
Yeah, it's not directly across the green, is it? It's blowing right straight off the shoulders of the players on the left. As I always say, sailors and bowlers talk about the breeze. It is definitely a northeaster. Just looking at the wind chart there. They had predicted, I said it before, just before the broadcast, they had predicted some rain at about 5 o'clock, which will be well and truly finished by then. Some clouds meant to come over, but
Good luck with that.
yeah, no rain at all.
Commenting earlier, not a cloud in the sky.
Exactly, and then there's meant to be a little bit of rain at about 8 p.m. tomorrow.
But that might have been a Bureau of Meteorology forecast, which means don't pay much attention to it.
It's all regional. You got to remember that. It's all regional. So if there's a 50% chance, it means there's 50% of the places going to get some rain. The regions are big in Australia. So, yeah, looking at as I said, the Thursday forecast, so that's tomorrow. There's some cloud coming over at 8 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon, but that's all. So that's all we've got. No stress at all here as far as rain goes. It's all going to be about the wind. Actually, just realised something. Didn't look at the wind for tomorrow. Actually, it's even going to be even calmer than today, and today will
Got
be
something. Ooh.
Bang, bang. Yeah, it's not going to change much, the breeze today and tomorrow. Very similar conditions. So all round, Foster's really turning it on for us, my friend.
Yeah. Be interesting to see Mick Beasley with his bowls arm because, like I said, he was a hell of a good bowler. Natural action. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays with an arm, how quickly he takes to it and so on. It's going to hold out there.
Yeah, just
yeah. Look, he's playing towards some cover at the back.
You're right. It covers good.
Yeah, well, Newcastle just had a bit of a run earlier, so preempting that they'll keep at that, but no. Just going to run into a bowl.
So he's put this down a bit skinnier. He's looking to move that middle bowl. That's the trick. I think that was an aggressive line, just not the aggressive weight that he needed.
Well, he didn't. He's got the shot, so
it's the other way around.
I think he's, yeah.
He's chucked in a blocker, in fact.
Mind you, yeah. It's not far away, this. Very good shot here. Very good. Oh.
Oh, that didn't focus up. What are you
Two
doing,
shots.
camera? Come on, camera.
2 shots to Manning.
All right. Very nice. 3-1 after 3 ends. They're kicking away shot by shot at the moment. And I'll just put this there so we can have a look at the master board before they deliver the jack. 11-2 after 7. Just realised you're seeing all this because you're looking around the front. Bit clever.
Yeah, well, from where I'm sitting, I can see around the
monitors.
The monitors, yes, and I can actually see the bowl, and with a slight delay between. I got a bit of an advantage here.
I like that.
It makes me sound like I'm really good, but I'm the bowls.
Precognition, I like it. There's about a 2-second gap between live and what goes on here, and then another 15 seconds to what happens on YouTube.
But it does help also just watching the bowler know how much they turn and so on. So
exactly. Have a look at this camera view, though. Look how bright and shiny it is out there. Look at the cars.
I was just about to say again, from where I'm sitting now, every one of those. There's 5 cars in a row back there from the
oh wow
from the Mustang, and they're all suns coming straight off all their windscreens.
I just stuck my head over the top and got almost blinded through a tinted window.
Nice bowl there.
Great shot. Bright, shiny day up here in the Manning's Great Lakes region.
It's going to be a bit narrow, I think.
Well, you can afford
he's going to sit on him. Yeah, still.
That'll work. He didn't get the shot.
He didn't get the shot. No,
yeah.
He's just. Another good bowl here. Very nice. Good home now. Just a touch heavy there.
Yeah, looks at his not much.
No, but
1.5, you reckon?
2. No, probably 2. Yep. One thing I like about these events too is having played in the over 60s up at Yamba, and that's the wives and so on that come along and support all these.
Oh yeah,
these players. It's terrific. It's terrific to see them.
Here's Greg. Greg had a big hand. Greg Frost had a big hand in setting up Happy Bowler for YouTube, and therefore is one of the people that's responsible for me being here in the end. So
well, we won't blame him for that, but anyway.
It's his fault. That's all right. There's only a couple of people that whinge about me a bit. Oh,
just going to fall out.
Really, really good correction. I've been seeing some really good heads of bowls around. It's
yeah.
This morning was remarkable.
You've got Newcastle playing a bit of weight on the middle rink, Sam Lagusa, so they must be down up there.
Yeah, they just went down one by the looks of things. Bang, and sitting back. Very handy. Newcastle, I think the Newcastle lead, Greg John still holding the shot. The second in there, just behind that, the lighter blue bowl of Harvey Phillips. And then that white bowl that's closest is Grant McCurdy. If I was giving
this
you a
is
nickname,
looking pretty good here.
I was giving you the nickname and be the hurdy-gurdy man.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shot. Well, yeah, took it to 2, didn't he?
Yep.
They were reprect.
Get your tongue around that.
My surname's Crixtolitis, mate. I can say most surnames. So I go by Benny Two Shoes. It's way easier. A bowling arm, that line-up swing.
He takes a big swing.
But
Just going to miss the jack and go past.
yeah,
He takes a big swing with it, but then again, I know I've talked to Clay Parker a number of times, and he's considered a bit of a guru in bowls arms, but I'm not quite sure if there's it's like every other person's delivery. There's no standard delivery. It's a case of what suits you and what you like, as long as it works.
Yeah, I think one of the differences in bowling with an arm rather than in your normal style, I guess, is that most of the weight and the support for the way you bowl comes from the step and then your shoulder. With an arm, his whole body's got to be braced. Otherwise, all that core muscle.
It's got to be more. You've got to be more stable.
That's it. And you see the way he finishes is really, really precise where his arms out, which is great to see. My second Judy Stone down at Huskerson, my pennants team, she's quite adept at it as well. That she gets a little bit of a thing. She's quite a light, skinny lady, and when she delivers on a long end on a slower green, her body really tends to move around. She's trying to get that extra weight. So it's really core muscle based. It's a very different technique.
Well, I bowl with a hybrid.
Yeah, the little ones?
Small bowls.
Yeah, they're good.
Because I was dropping my bowl and I went to the hybrid and it renewed my enjoyment, I suppose you'd say, for bowls. I wasn't too bad a bowler before, but it was getting worse because I was getting older and
couldn't get down as
body
much
was letting me down. So I went to this hybrid and it's much more like a natural action.
Yeah,
and,
isn't it amazing what we've come up with these days for that? Those hybrid arms were designed for wheelchair bowlers.
Yeah, that's what I first saw. I was up the Aussie Open 2 years ago and I saw a gentleman in a wheelchair and I actually thought he must have had it made up particularly. So I approached him and said, who made that up for you? And he said, you can just buy them off Hunter Bowls down there. So I went to Hunter Bowls and said, give me one, please.
They are remarkable. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's an arm, but it's about a third, maybe not even half of the length of one of those.
Probably, I guess, 15, 18, 18 inches, I suppose.
And so it means that you're still delivering in your normal fashion. You still take the step.
Yep.
You just don't have to bend your body down as far to get the same kind of angles. It's absolutely remarkable.
Well, a lot of bowlers, they're dropping the bowl, but they're only dropping the bowl because they can't get down that last 18 inches.
Exactly. Yep.
And so they drop it from 18 inches. Whereas if you the hybrid arm, this is not far away. This bowl.
He's close. That's Jack. Back it goes.
Oh,
kicks across to the lighter Manning bowl.
Greater Newcastle looks like
Greater
they're
Newcastle.
happy.
Sorry, it's the dark one, isn't it? Yeah. 2 down, in fact, is what the indication is. So that's a very good shot. Those dark grey bowls. Michael Brown, well done. But yeah, they're hybrid arm. Brilliant.
Yeah, so
go out and have a look if you're struggling to get down and still keen to play. Get one of those.
Well, I would
nothing stopping you.
I'd suggest people go to them first. Be quite honest, because like I said, most people are struggling with that last 18 inches of delivery, and that's why they're dropping the bowl. And if this fills that gap, so to speak. So, and I'm not sponsored by Hunter Bowl, so I'm not.
Nor am I, by the way.
But we've got South Tamworth. Well, we've got a gentleman out here playing for Northwest now. Actually, I'm part of a team to play the state senior triples, and all 3 of us are using hybrid arms.
Amazing.
One of us is actually a previous state selector, Greg Harris. He uses one.
Oh, here he comes again. That's
Just
2
missed.
brilliant shots. What a bowler. It nearly counted.
2 shots to Newcastle.
So I've just thrown a link in for anyone interested in those hybrid arms and what we're speaking about from Hunter Bowls. And it's a link in the comments section. I do not recommend that you click on any links that don't come from me. Anyone out there trying to sell you things that doesn't come from YouTube Live Sports is just scamming you, I promise. I don't ask you for money very often. But so, yeah, just look out. But that's the Hunter Bowl arm if anyone wants to have a look. The hybrid we're talking about, the one these guys are using at the moment, and if I can zoom in, that's the old hacksaw arm.
Yeah, well, the Hunter hybrid's a hacksaw, but it's just a shorter version. Like I said, I've got 6 blokes at our club using the hybrid and only 2 using the long.
Yeah, I'll go to one of those one day. My knees, both of them are pretty shot from being in the Navy for so long, and that always happens. And they want to give me some new ones, but they don't want to do it till I'm 60 years old. So I've got another 12 years to wait.
I won't say much because the medical fraternity is probably say, well, you're not a doctor, so shut up. But I was told that when I had my right knee done, and I was 60, and they said, oh, you're too young. I went to 3 orthopaedic blokes first, and the third one said, well, does it affect your lifestyle? Well, it's affected me golf and me bowls. Well, let's get it replaced. And they replaced it, and I never looked back. 17 years old now, hasn't given me a twinge. And I've 12 months out of getting my left one replaced. But the right one was football related.
You got a wonderful zipper there, actually. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh, that's an old operation too. That's a better one. But
that's a better one.
That's an old football operation many years ago.
Start by the leads, just in a little bit short. Usable bowls. I'm going to look at that. What have we got there? 13-7. So Newcastle on the way back after dropping something big pretty early.
Yeah, 7 shots.
You're going to drop it early. Drop it early. There's always the advice in this kind of game. $13-7 after 11 ends. 3-all after 4 here. The New South Wales.
Got out in nice territory, this one.
Well, his first one was almost perfect. This one is closer, and probably
that would be the shot.
Would have dropped straight onto the jack if he hadn't had his first bowl there. Greg Frost, who his
going to
bowls
be heavy.
do swing around a lot. Yeah, but he's through. Track was good. I'm going to say it again. That looked like it came from a mile back. Like an old set of Dunlops.
Well, sitting here, we're looking at the monitor, and also obviously straight to alongside the monitor is the actual.
Is the rink?
The monitor actually almost like slightly distorts the width of the bowl.
Yeah, it's almost it is a fisheye lens, and it will make things look a bit wider. But he's still out a long way.
He is. He is.
2.5 lines across is what he's aiming. That's not going to make it. Overs and unders for Greg Frost.
Yeah, like pushing. Why they're playing there on that forehand, I think they're pushing a bit into the breeze as well. It's coming across them, but I think if it is a nor'easter coming from that right corner, they're pushing into it a bit.
Well, in between them would be nice.
Yeah, and he's done it.
Great shot. That's Grant McCurdy again, the hurdy-gurdy man. Dave, our umpire over on the right, I'm just looking at him having a look at the newspaper, and he hasn't had many calls out today. These guys are pretty self-sufficient.
Warwick Farm or Canterbury races on this afternoon. He might have the race guide out.
Why not? Mick Beasley just getting some advice as he walks up and down.
Yeah, it doesn't look pretty from behind.
It looks tough for him, doesn't it?
Wouldn't surprise me if he just does play a little bit of weight and see if he can just open it up a little for him.
Yeah, there's not much on at all. That dark blue bowl in the front is the Newcastle bowl, and probably their closest bowl. Definitely their closest bowl, and he's got to be very careful not to bring anything else up. Geez, that's a precise delivery. Look at it, ninja-like. But there's that weight you were expecting. Watch the finish. Crack. He's knocked his own one out. That was always the risk. However, it's open.
Oh, that's why you bring Skips along, isn't it, to fix those things?
Well, it was his fault anyway. He called it. Mick Beasley blaming Mick Brown.
Again, that's another one that doesn't look like it's too far away. It's probably gone 3 foot past, I would say.
Geez, the wobble was amazing, isn't it? These cameras are essentially weighted down pretty heavily, so the breeze shouldn't be having, like, you wouldn't expect it to be having that much of effect. It really isn't. The same thing will be happening to the bowls. That's very short. Three down, you reckon there?
I'd say 4. Is it?
That back blue one's a Newcastle bowl. 1, 2.
Yeah. That one there, that's a Newcastle bowl. Out at 9. Well, it looks like it's 9 o'clock on the monitor. I think the others are all Manning.
All the stickers are confusing. Manning, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're right.
Not quite sure the back white one will come into it. It might, but I would say they're 3 down anyway.
It's absolutely crazy. They're all using the same colour bowls, except for Mick Beasley and
Yeah.
and Mick Brown here.
Well, he's played some weight.
I think I would have too, just to,
He's
if nothing else.
He's got a result here.
Oh, bang, Jack. Oh, he touched
just-
Jack and didn't take it with him.
Yeah, no, he could easily have got off that bowl onto the jack. He's scratching his head as he goes back.
Yeah, how did that happen?
And now he's got a decision to make. Try again or play to cut back. And again, like I said, there is a backhand shot there that he could possibly get second wood, cut them back a little.
Depends how aggressive he's feeling. He has played one.
Geez, if he plays weight, he's either got to get the jack. If he doesn't get that, he's probably got nothing.
It's a one bowl target. That's what he's got. So, the draw shot to that blue bowl at the back might be the smartest option.
There you are. We've just got that indication about 3 foot behind that blue bowl at the back.
Cannot believe how much the camera's shaking. It's fallen back again. I'm gonna have to go sort that out. I'm gonna move a foot forward. Sorry, mate. Once we go to the other end, I'll leave you here again. You're doing a really good job too, by the way. I'm impressed. You want to start following me around?
A lot of people will tell you I'm never short of something to say. So again, don't listen to everybody at my club and what they tell short. Won't get there.
Tough shot after playing a real
Yeah. Well, we saw that with Mick Beasley earlier, who played that waiter shot and then went back to a draw and finished short as well. So Kevin's out in good territory.
Oh, he's just got to beat his third foot, Errol's foot.
Just run on.
Just long.
Four.
Indeed. Big score. Manning Great Lakes, the locals. 7-3 after 5.
Got the illustrious greenkeeper watching on here at FORSTER, Shannon White.
Yeah.
Former Northwest boy from Grindai.
Right, 16. Still close. 0-8-16 after 13, you can see there on that board. Advantage, Manning Great Lakes. Even this one's wobbling a bit too. Breeze really kicking around. It's gusting up to about 24 knots, which is near 50 k's in a normal person's terms.
I know when you're watching, you can always be critical, but with the breezes out there, and they're playing very well, both these teams.
Oh, ridiculously well. Very impressed. It's tough conditions.
Yes.
Indeed. All right, you can give me a couple of minutes, mate. I'll be back.
Okay. Well, we'll try and keep people interested in. I won't sing.
I'm sure you won't have any. Thank you.
Now, good bowl coming in here, just a bit long from Greater Newcastle. I've just got my eye on the centre rink as well, where the last bowl's going down. I believe that's probably around about 2 foot short, that bowl. Errol's just in my road through the window, but looking at the monitor, I'm guessing it's about 2 foot short. Just going to be a bit over. This looks like it's a very nice bowl coming in and will be shot. Now that's one to Manning Great Lakes. That bowl is a bowl short of jack high. Greg's putting this out a fair way. Yes. Good try. That's second wood. So we're still one to Manning Great Lakes. Don't touch that jack. Ooh, he's missed it, so therefore they still hang on to their one. If he'd have just got a little bit of that jack, he would have sliced it across to Newcastle.
Yeah, I can't
This
explain
bowl
it.
will probably be a bit short, so
Yeah, I can't explain
bother
why
with it.
that's wobbling everyone, so I apologise. It is what it is, and we'll just have to live with it for now. I'll fix it tomorrow. Bright, shiny day.
the score at the moment is 17-10 on 15 to Manning Great Lakes.
Well, they're clinging on after that.
That's on the big board.
Yeah, they're clinging on after dropping that 7 early.
Yep. That's going to be under the head, unless he gets a bit lucky here, but she doesn't.
And that'll be Grant McCurdy's white bowl there holding shot jack high. Probably a second too, doesn't he?
No, that's the other one.
That's the other one?
Second.
Oh, yep, down the back on the rear right. I was looking at the one on the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the Newcastle bowl. It's got the darker stickers. As I said, nice and bright and shiny out there. The guys are loving it. The crowd down to the right is all the players' families, especially with these locals around, are really getting behind them. I walk down there and they all asking, is he, watch this delivery for a start.
Very nice and smooth.
It really is. And the finish is just the pose at the end. Bowlers are posers. It's one of the
He's
first.
got the jack and taking it through.
Oh, magic. Touched it twice, in fact. 2-3 shots, potentially. That's beautiful. Yeah, bowlers are posers. One of my first coaches ever told me. You pose at the bottom. Don't stand up too quickly. And
Well, that's like most sports, isn't it? Golf and everything else. You try not to come up too quick. Stay down. Watch it all the way. Don't come out of it.
that's it. Well, that's clunked something at the front and sat. Big wide open space on the left for the for Newcastle, but he's just had a look back just out of interest. So I'm going to go back here. There's nothing
Back on the
really
forehand.
back. Happy Bowler says, tell Frosty I said get up. Yeah, I said before, Frosty's one of the reasons we exist, Happy. You got guy was helping you out at the start.
He's got a good line here. Mick just needs to reach. And he's going to be in the count.
Yeah, he's short. He hasn't made it usable for Manning.
No, he probably... Yeah.
I've had a second look. I reckon he's count. So, no,
because one of those...
Probably not, no.
There's 3 blue ones there, and obviously only 2 of those can be...
Yeah, that white and the blue one there are both
Manning's.
Manning. And then, I don't know if that beats it, but we'll find out. You'll find out shortly anyway, once they, we'll see what kinds of shots they're playing.
Yeah, well, I'll go back to the monitor anyway now because the 3 Great Lakes fellas are standing in my road.
Like a front row, just standing. Oh, he's just pulled up for some reason. Someone walking behind the group. No, don't know. Changed his mind. Well, that looks
Doesn't look like it's too far away, this
I
bowl.
was going to say, it looks like an aggressive-ish track.
Oh,
He's missed a whole lot. It was more an aggressive weight than an aggressive track.
Yeah, I think he's just going to try and sit that blue bowl. Just got a bit wide. Mick now wanting a bowl around the back.
Well, that's not what I expected.
Yeah, you're going for safety.
Yeah, looking for cover, isn't he? Yep. Exactly right. He's put it in a really good spot for that too, by the way.
And Kevin go back to the same shot again, will he? Yes. Not as much weight on this one. Going to get into the pack a bit.
Yeah, I think he's going to...
Down the road, Errol.
What's he hit? That could be a Manning bowl that went up. It definitely was, but I don't know. Oh, no, don't say it definitely was. Might not have been. No, it was the other blue one, yeah. 1, 2 dark blue ones at the back, so they're probably holding 2 Manning at the moment.
Okay, there's
Mick
Mick telling Michael 2.5 foot right of the Jackie, get another one.
He's an exceptional bowler. I mean, I'm going to put the mockers on him now and see if this will come up light, but the way he's been playing today, look at his hand on his head. He's disappointed with himself.
3 shots to Newcastle.
3 shots to Newey. They come to 6, and we're back to 1 shot between these 2 teams here. Let's have a look over at the scoreboard, the master board, the all-important one. 17-13 after 16. Newey seem to be going okay. Jeff just heading off for a bit of a comfort break. I'll keep an eye on the scores and stuff for you here. All right, they're aiming at short ends, Newey. That's what they've got. Once again, the vibration on that camera is unexplainable except by the wind, and I don't think the wind is actually that strong to be able to move these around. So I'm a little confused by it, but it is what it is. We're having a great day here at Foster. You're on YouTube Live Sports watching the Veterans Interzone from Foster Bowling Club up in the beautiful Manning Lakes region. I'm Benny Two Shoes, and I'm sitting here with Jeff, and Jeff's just nicked off for a sec. He's not bad at this, by the way, for a first-timer from South Tamworth. Track. We'll make it back into the wind. It's good. That wind coming straight off the rear, bottom left of the screen at the moment, essentially. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And this one, to me, I would suggest earlier today was skinny, but playing into that wind, that may just stop it. That's a great shot.
Yes.
Greg Peter John, 3 first names. My middle name's Peter as well, by the way.
Well, he's 2 parts of the disciples, isn't he?
Yeah.
There wasn't a Greg.
Here we go. That's a
Great bowl.
You'd say the books of the Bible. I don't think any of them were actually disciples, by the way. None of the 4 books.
No, but weren't John and the Peter were disciples.
Oh, yeah, John and the Peter were. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Peter the Rock.
This thing coming home.
Oh,
It's
my
going to sit
God.
that bowl.
Look at the turn on that
good
hand
bowl.
compared to the other side.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. Very good shot, Frosty. This is a busy club. I just cannot believe the people that are coming in and out of here the whole time. It's so good.
Well, again, as I said earlier, big retirement area, places like this in Port Macquarie and all up and down the coast to a general degree, isn't it?
No, it
Go and
is,
get
yeah.
the trail Jackie here.
Oh,
Yeah, nice ball.
Oh, great shot. Grant McCurdy, the hurdy-gurdy man. What a shot. It's a song from the 70s, mate.
Yeah. Who sang that?
I can't remember. Was it Holcomb? Oh, God.
Where? Oh, you're cheating now.
I have the
Googling
internet
it.
in front of me
You should be trying to remember it.
by Locust. No.
Vocal harm.
Oh, it says Donovan there, but I don't think that was it. Yeah, Donovan.
Yeah,
was
Donovan.
the-
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. I know it because it was on the Tour of Duty soundtrack, and when in my teens, I used to listen to that quite a lot.
Right.
Can he match up his brilliance? He's changed hands. He's got a bowl to roll up. He's put it way out wide.
Got a fair bit of width. I don't think it's going to come back from out there.
He's copped a big gust of wind.
Yeah.
So look at his clothes moving. Yeah, they don't come back in as wide from that side, do they?
No, and how often do you see it that you put it out a little bit more, thinking, oh well, this is turning a bit, but you just get out there and there's some sort of
It just hangs.
air that it just stays out there and just.
So just draw your attention to the masterboard. 17 all on 18. That's a big turnaround, Newcastle. Yeah, that hand getting a bit weird and a bit tricky. That ball there, Mick Beasley's absolutely no slouch on this, but he's dropped that in and the wind just pushed him, just sat in front of it like a wall and wouldn't let that ball through. And another one here, look.
Push. Yeah, not going to get there anyway. I'm just trying to see the score on the other game that's played on this green.
Oh, the other masterboard?
Yeah, the other masterboard was 25-12, and I can't quite see who's on the bottom. Is Hunter playing?
Is it in a similar position on the green? Where is it?
Right in the middle.
Yep, seen.
I said 25-12's the score on 19, but I I can't see there.
Oh, bang, wants to hit those across. That was the whole intention of that, was to hit those white ones and run them through. That is not the masterboard. There it is. This is shaking a lot, guys. Sorry about that, but actually they haven't got their stickers on that, so I'm trying to read that. It says green and white.
No, that's not the board.
Right. Where is it?
Whoop. Where are we? Past the girl, woman in green.
Past the woman in green. That one
there.
There
it is.
So it's Manning.
Mid-North Coast
North
on
Coast.
12 and Hunter Valley 25.
A long way away. I'll just put a store on that so we can check it later. Back to this game, and nothing's anywhere really changed a thing by the looks of it. That white ball at the back there with the jacks, very well protected and hard to get to. Manning holding one.
Yeah, if you're going to play forehand, you'd have to go pretty quick because that breeze is coming across left to right. Although Mick Beasley's just, I think, indicated to Michael, go for it.
May as well. There's not much else on. As we said, lots of people around this green. I was just trying to search for the other boards. There's too many people over there.
Well, again, like I said, a lot of wives have come along. Well, it's over 70, so I imagine they've come along to make sure their husband's still alive.
Maybe make sure they're not playing up. Here he goes. This will come through.
He might get this. Oh, he doesn't get a claim. But
hasn't heard it. There's still that blue bowl on the left is a Newy bowl. So it's only one down still and probably more open for him, to be honest. Good effort. It's going to clunk in that. No, he's around.
No,
it.
he's around it. He's not far away. Very nice.
Oh, that's cover and count. That's a great ball. Thanks, John. Appreciate that very much, my friend. I'm really proud to bring it to you as well. I'm getting a lot of that feedback lately about how much bowls there is on TV and on YouTube these days, and it is. Last couple of weeks for our team has been extraordinary. You know, we're doing this again. We got the, what are they calling it? What did I say they call it? The Golden Oldies up in Lithgow tomorrow as well. The over 60s comp up in the mountains or the other side of the mountains. I give Lithgow a lot of shit by a lot of. Oh, I haven't said there's a swear jar, everyone. Happy if you're watching. I haven't done that for a long time. 3 the whole time I've been commentating. But anyway, I've give Lithgow a lot of grief, but they're because my wife's parents. Oh, she's from there. And they still live out there, so I give it a heap. But it's a good place.
People actually come from Lithgow. Okay,
they leave there. I tell you now, a lot of people can't get out quickly enough. I used to say, how do you know you're in Lithgow? Well, you drive over the mountains and you fall in a hole. That's where you... Hard to get out there at the moment. Vic Pass is closed, so they've got to go Bells Liner Road, which is actually quite a nice trip.
He's trying to play and sit that white bowl, I think.
He's not happy.
I just got a bit wide on it.
He'd be happy with its plan B. Oh, through it. Another bowl to come, but I reckon and a bit of a free kick. You can just repeat the efforts of the last bowl and you'll be there. Manning just kicking away once again a little bit on the big board after a huge comeback from Newcastle.
You mentioned how busy you are. Isn't it terrific the fact that 10 years ago, say, we couldn't watch any of this.
Not even 10 years ago.
Yeah, and now we have access to it all. And, there are clubs like if you go up to he's not going to get there. If you go up to Lightning Ridge in their facility there, they've got, when they build the structures over the artificial greens these days, they're putting cameras into the system. So, yeah.
It's just become an absolute It is really, really strange for me, having been right at the start, not right at the start, but near the start of it when it first kicked off, and watching it grow, and watching what we're doing, and watching the clubs get behind it, and to the point where our little organisation, YouTube Live Sports, we're just flat out. I mean, it's so good. We just couldn't be happier.
Well, it's always surprised me over the years, different clubs you would go to, is the fact that let's say you go to a golf club and there might be a golf tournament on TV and that they don't have it on, and you think, well, hang on, if it's a golf club, wouldn't you put your TV? Now you have access to all this stuff with bowls. I mean, every bowling club basically should have some form of, if it's available on that particular day, be showing this. So,
well, it's it, and all you've got to do is give us a call on, or find us on my social pages. Send me a message on Benny Two Shoe Sports. If I can't do it, I know someone who can. So, yep, Matty Harris just saying Thursday and Friday. That's right. I was just plugging that, mate. The Lithgow City Bowls Club. I should say City. It's not at the Workies, and that's a big deal. Right, Lithgow City's my in-laws' home club too, by the way. 9:30 starts on Thursday. That's tomorrow morning. It's a 10-year tournament, that Golden Oldies. Anyway, look at that. Brilliant. Greg, John. So I've got some scores some around the grounds, mate. Hunter Valley is well and truly up at the moment over Mid-North Coast, 25-12 after 19. Metro Southeast is down to Central Coast, 21-14 after 22 ends. And I think, did we see that one? Northwest, which I think you're the one interested in, is up 18-13 over Metro Northwest at the moment after 21.
good on them.
Matty Harris on here. So Matty Harris is another one of our guys that YouTube Live Sports team. Yeah, that's it. Top of the table, mate. Cabramatta versus Bullants. The first time have you? Oh, Matty's been to Cabra before, but not streamed there, I don't think. That's going to be huge. Jets versus Bullants. Jets undefeated at this point. Bullants have had one loss. So it should be a ripper. I'll be at Warilla Friday night against East Maitland Griffins. All right, bright white bowls.
It's not going to turn in there.
I reckon his track was actually pretty good. The weight let him down.
Yeah. Yeah, if he'd had the right weight, he would have been just under that bowl that he took the side of. And
the less bright white.
Coming there is short. So.
Frosty. You got Disco and Matty Bouse. That'll be a ripper game, Matty. That's going to be rink 8. That's a magic rink to stream, and a great game that'll be. Disco versus Bouse.
I don't believe this bowl's too far away. Coming down here. Oh, good effort. Good try.
Oh, yeah, he got the touch and just bumped it across. It stuck to that Newcastle bowl of Greg John.
And Kevin's put the white marker on it.
That's it. White chalk and a white bowl.
Yep.
Frosty looking to get under there towards the jack.
That's two. That's two now.
Good shot. Had two options there. Could have hit that square and rolled it through for another, or just get under it as he did and sit in front for the shot. That's good. This is a great spot to sit. Air conditioning. It's still warm, but air conditioning, and I look up there and there's NASCAR up in front of me. You had the Formula One on earlier. That's great.
That was a bit disappointing, wasn't it, that Formula One?
Oh, that was
Oscar.
For Oscar.
I thought I was driving that car. I thought I was going out in a practice lap.
Yeah, exactly right, Matty. So Steve Major, the smiling assassin. G'day, mate. Go Manning, he says. Good to see you on here, my friend. Never managed to get through to Tim over in South Australia about the Police Bowl. So if you're listening, mate, I'm pretty keen to get in touch. So give me a call. Backhand now.
I'm not quite sure if you're aware how many retired police officers there are playing in this event.
Right now, yeah.
Seriously,
they've all come up.
I'm betting with one of them in my room, Phil O'Reilly, but Neil Dell, John Gibson. I mean, they're all over the place.
Yep, retired coppers are everywhere in this, and all moved to the north coast. Bless them. And
They are very nice.
look at this crack and sit. That's a brilliant bowl, Errol Ruprecht. Great shot, Errol. Didn't quite get to see it because Kev was standing right in front of it. But, well, that's wonderful.
Actually, it was only, I think it was a couple of weeks ago that the police played the Rural Fire Service or the Fireys, the Fire Brigade or something of that nature.
Did they really?
Yeah. Where
What?
did they play? Soldiers Point, I think it was. They went and
Guys, come on.
They
I'd
play.
have killed to have done that game. That would have been so good. Yeah, because the Fireys have their own association too for bowls.
so they play and
Ambulance don't. But Fireys and police do. And I know there's the RSL bowls and then there's defence bowls as well. So you've got ex-Army, the Madelows who play here every year.
well, you know, it's like a lot of these associations. I mean, it's well, I haven't been in the police force, but it's sort of like once in the police force, always in the police force.
So you can
And yeah, so they have these games, and I know they've got a New South Wales police team and playing a.
Oh, the national police games.
Yeah,
The first
yeah,
one.
so-
It's the first one I streamed here. Under this company was
Yep.
here, sitting just here, exactly where we're sitting now. Police games on, and the same will be for next year at in April next month in Marion down in South Australia.
Yeah,
The year after that's in WA, and then they come back here, so it rotates around that. So hopefully I'll actually do Marion and WA, Bustleton. Being a West Australian boy myself, I'd love to go home and do that. But yes, fantastic, those old associations. RSL bowls there's so many of them, they have regions.
yeah.
And so they play into region, then into state, and have a national team and all this. And then, as I said, the Army, Air Force and Navy have their own association again. The Madelows is the Navy one. That's the one I know the best.
Yep.
Play here. This is their club, their favourite place. And then I don't know what the Army do. And the Air Force probably try to find where the best hotel is.
Bit of weight being played here by.
Yeah, swinging
Michael.
weight.
Oh,
Oh,
he's got a bit
bang,
of movement.
bang.
It's not going to go out.
Has not quite killed it. Trying to follow that around. I'll just zoom out a little.
And
Once that camera responds. There's nothing out there.
no, it looks like
Nothing really
the
back.
shot bowl's about 6 foot away.
This is where I need the buzzer to say, get out of the way.
Well, I've got a bit of a soft spot for the Navy. It's going to be a bit narrow, I think.
Soft spot for the Jacks, mate.
Yeah, my father was on the Shropshire in World War II. And
Oh, really?
So I've always had a soft spot for Navy.
I was a...
Talking about Air Force, have a drink, and Dad, remember Dad, Anzac Day, the first thing he thought of, he said, get to the early opener at 6 o'clock
Yep.
before they march so he can get a few
That's
drinks
it.
with the boys.
Gunfire breakfast, mate. And the rumbos and an egg sandwich.
There's a bit of territory out here
Wonderful.
where he's put this. Yes, just got to pull up a little. Just got to pull up a little.
Don't have to pull up
But he
much.
shot.
Yep.
He jip.
Number one. And that's it. And that's the whole kit and caboodle. So gives him a wave, but it's one. It's a good shot. 7-9 remains close on this rink. 7-9 after 9. 18 end game, of course. And because I'm sitting here and I can do it, let's have a quick review of the... As soon as it moves, you're meant to go. Come on. Wake up. It's chosen not to. That's okay. I'll move you instead. I'll do it manually instead of
It
automatically.
looks like, I think it was Hunter Valley, wasn't it? Looks like they're getting away a bit over there. 32-17 on 23.
Come on, camera. 25-20 after 24 here. As I try to swing slowly. What's going on here? These cameras need a break. I need to take them home and clean them and sort all the settings out. They've had to change so much over the last couple of weeks. Take everything back to factory and build it back up. Anyway, 25-24. After you got to 24-17, actually.
It's got the makings of a very good finish,
really
both on the
does.
big board and the game that we're watching.
25-20, sorry. After 24 ends. This is going to be magic. Yes, it's not a bad start, a little bit short, but the track was okay.
I was talking to Sarah Boddington yesterday. I believe she's going to come in for you tomorrow.
Yes.
Good. I haven't seen Sarah in ages. She's lovely.
She is.
Just another wonderful state legend. Just hanging around, and the bowls clubs.
Might be touch wide, that one. It's not going to get back.
Yeah, overs and unders from Michael here. Sorry, from Greg.
Yeah, another good bowl. It might be a touch wide.
We'll say always.
Yeah, good call, Jeff. It's right on the jack.
He's right on the jack. Oh, it stayed just this. No, it didn't even cross the line. Even on this call, I say it all the time. I like to watch the leads because these games, it's so often in a fours game that the game's won and lost at the leads.
It is, and it's surprising when you first start playing bowls and you try and impress other bowlers of that point. This is not a bad report. It's going to pull up short. You try and impress the other bowlers how important the lead is, and they don't believe you because they say, "Oh, I put my bowls there, and somebody will hit it off." So, well, I can't see the point.
Yeah, but you've made them hit it.
Yeah,
That's the whole point.
So and then if they progress further up the chain to thirds or skips, they start to appreciate how important that lead was, and they also appreciate how important it is not to have short bowls in your road.
Oh my God, yes.
It could be narrow looking at it out on the monitor, knowing what it turns like. But
Well, this hand is a bit unstable. The breeze is right up at this second, and that's a very good effort.
good bowl. Yeah, thought it might have been narrower than that, but that breeze might be getting up a bit more. It just made me look at the flags again, and that breeze is really getting up.
Did you say he's one down? That's one of his bowls, isn't it?
It's the off-white.
Yeah, that's definitely his bowl.
That's the
come
shot.
on, camera. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a Newey bowl. So he's definitely holding. It's 2 inches in front of Jack. Nick Beasley. Yeah, a little bit short. He's not doing as well in this direction. I think the wind's in his head a bit. Mick. He's playing very well towards the club. Errol Ruprecht. There's a lot of things to move around. Yep. Well, that actually gives Mick Beasley a bit of a target there, a bit of a shelf. Yep, holding one.
Yeah, they're holding one, yep. That should be a good line. Again, they're just staying out. Yeah, again, like I said, I'm just looking at the monitor, then I looked up above at the flags again, and that's hardly come back at all.
Yeah, he started. It did look like it started to turn, and then that gust that's still going right now blew him sideways. You hate that. This might do the same
No,
thing.
he'll stay. He got a bit more weight on this one, so this.
Yep. Round the back. Well, skipper's got options there.
Yep.
Wants to move something around. It's got to be that. The challenge is that the Jack will probably go with it. And out this side, down to the right, where Jack's going to go, that's 4 Newcastle bowls down the bottom right-hand side of the screen there. So, bit of a tough shot, tough gig here for Kevin Robinson from Manning Great Lakes. However, the first cab off the rank will be Mick Brown. And, yep, that's where we need to stand. Oh, thanks for that.
Need to see that.
Cameras see everything.
And now look at that one start to get away.
Well, I think there wasn't a huge amount of weight on it, and it started to come in and maybe steer it a bit. And it's tough, that hand. I reckon that I wouldn't be playing that hand if I had any other option. It's prefer to be playing with the wind than against it.
It's got to be narrow looking at it, but then again, with that breeze, I'm not sure.
I think you're right. I think it was a bit narrow. It had the weight to move things around, but I don't think you wanted to move it at that pace because a foot of weight just drops
if he drops into that shot bowl and turns it onto the Jack.
He's going to hit it. He's got to hit it hard. That's his bowl at the very back.
Is he going to drop onto that front bowl?
I might get
Edge
some help.
off that.
That's 2 shots and a 3-bowl target for Kevin.
Okay. Again, I think he's pulled it a bit under onto mix and got nothing.
I'd say 2 to Newey there myself.
One,
really. There you go. 9-8 after 10 ends, 18 end game coming up. Jacks are respotted. The masterboard down here says 25-26 after 27. Boy, things change. Newcastle will not let go. Every time Manning get a little kick away, they claw them back. Manning's having a little meeting in the middle here. Look at that.
They'd probably tell him to skip to lift his game or something like that.
Oh, that's Newcastle, sorry. They've got their Jack back and the mat back, and they're just going to have a little chat. Going with those, you guys with those bowling arms, go and smack out the other, the opposite. Just keep hitting him in the knee. Called hacksaw arms for a reason.
Actually, it's surprising how many people have taken to the hacksaw, considering there's 3 types that I know of anyway. There's the other one with a scoop that I think it's a Drake's Pride type. I think
it's like a pelican mouth or something like that.
Yeah, and then you've got another one which has a reverse trigger up the top.
Thumb.
Thumb thing.
Yep.
But you don't see them too often, so hacksaws seems to be the
I think my mate Judy's using a
most acceptable one.
The one with the thumb, and it goes pretty well. I've clearly never used one, but the hacksaw seems to be the most common out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no harm.
Not too far away, this bowl coming in really nicely.
One of the good things about the arms now is the stigma.
Bowl.
The stigma that used to be on them, where people would look at you funny. You had to get a medical certificate to use the bloody thing, and it's just that's all gone. We want people playing the game. There's no judgment now. Go and get a stick.
You never had to get well, it's unfortunate you didn't have to get a medical certificate to use a broomstick putter, but then the PGA decided they would, not the PGA, but the powers to be at golf decided broomstick putters should be banned because they were being anchored and what have you. But if it just helps a person enjoy their game,
just let them play the
more.
game.
Yeah. If you don't want them playing in certain major amateur events and whatever, okay, that's fine. But for the average Joe Blow, He just wants to go and enjoy his game of golf, and in this case, they just want to enjoy their game of bowls.
Exactly right.
Played up the Australian Open last year, and I don't swear very much, but I've got that. I still got that little hybrid bowls. I won one game in the over 60 seniors, and the opposition skip had a word to say.
Really?
Yeah, and sort of along the lines of cheating sticks, blah blah blah. And then I played the second game. We won again, and that skip then had turned around, had something to say to me too. And by that time, I had enough,
Absolute.
and I let go at him.
Absolute sucks. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. This game's for everyone, guys and girls. It's as simple as that. There's no other game like it in the world.
Again, when Premier League first started, Tamworth had a Tamworth Redbacks team, and this was back in 2005, 6, something along those lines, and I played some games in that. So I've sort of played it at a decent level, and now I use the hybrid. And if they think it's an advantage, the only advantage it is the fact that you are still able to bowl with a physical problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only advantage. It doesn't give you an advantage in too many other ways. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of the criticism is unwarranted. I think it's just. I do understand how some blokes who play better bowls with a stick than they did when they didn't have one.
But that's the whole point. If they're playing with a disability or playing with a problem, with any kind of problem, and it makes it easier for you to play, of course you're going to improve. Come on.
Yeah. But I know this. The saying, keeps people in the game, which it does do, but again, it makes people enjoy the game. If they decide they're not enjoying it because of a problem, they decide, well, I'm not going to play it. He's not going to get a result here. Yeah, I'm not going to play it. And that's the only thing that's going to suffer there is the club itself and the sport.
And the individual, because you don't get the social activity which we need so much. We talk about it all the time. All right, it's my turn to quickly go for that little comfort break, mate. I'll be back shortly. Do you want some water?
No, I'm right, thank you. No. Righto, here's Mick again with that nice little wind up that he has. And he's not far away here if he just gets around that front white one. Oh, the front blue one as well. Just needed probably a touch more, probably a 3 foot more weight, and he would have held around them. And Kevin and Errol having a conversation. The score's 26-25 on 27 ends on the big board to Manning, so there's only one shot in this game. This is going to be around them, and it's got the weight. Yes, it doesn't. Very nice try, but... Well, it looks like I've got Michael here saying put a bowl in the road, trying to put a blocker in. Don't know whether he's sort of saying to Mick Beasley, you've been short, so might as well put one short here. But that wind blowing, but it's not an easy shot around that white bowl. If you put that touch bit more weight on it, it's probably going to hold out. Then you'd be hoping for a bit of luck off the black bowl. Errol's bowl coming in here, and that little bit of luck I might have been talking about. No, he just held out there into the black bowl.
What a head of bowls. Who's got it? Is that Manning?
Yes. Hang on. Sorry. No, Newcastle. You would think after half the game I'd be getting used to these blue bars, but they're still...
There's 3 sets of them, very similar colours. So. What do you reckon about that line?
I think it's going to be narrow, but on the monitor, and it...
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't see it through because one of the players in my road through the window.
Live, yep. He's
Tell you what, if you're on holiday, even allowing for the breeze, it'd be a beautiful day.
Oh, stunning, mate.
Outside.
Almost be down the beach today. It's that good.
There's a not bad shot here. A little edge. Oh,
touch
yeah,
that.
one shot to Manning Great Lakes.
What a great shot.
That was nice.
Cheers. Next door, all the ladies here lined up at the table. I like the noise. Bring it on. It's great. Yeah, the ladies up here getting real excited. They apologise for the noise they're making. I said, don't apologise. It's great. Get into it. What a head of bowls again. Well done, lads. This is fantastic.
In these conditions, like I said, I don't think looking at it, you don't appreciate the breeze that's blowing out there.
You're not wrong. While he's having a look, I can...
Foster Bowling Club flag up there with the shark on it is really ripping across.
Yeah, that pennant. It's the underside of my little rain cover there, but... Yeah, it's really whipping around.
Have a few sharks up here too, I believe.
It's Australia, mate.
Not cranky ones, but I believe if you just get a bit offshore, there's easy to find sharks out there. I've got a friend who lives up here, and he's mentioned the fact that they don't take anybody, but they're out there.
Yeah, we got a bunch of beautiful grey nurse sharks down in Jervis Bay at the moment. Yes, so I'm knocking on the window here trying to get their attention. It's grey nurse sharks down in Jervis Bay at the moment. It's, the water's really warm, like scary warm, in fact.
I'm not an expert on this thing. It seems to be the bull sharks now that are...
when
I was a young bloke, it was always great whites, wasn't it? Beware of great whites,
it depends on where you're from.
I was brought up in Sydney at Hurstville, and we used to go to Cronulla. My wife's a Como girl, and she used to spend half her life down on the beach getting a suntan, and... it was always a case of great whites, everything, great white. But now it just seems to be the bull sharks that are doing it.
Here we go. He's got to move something around. He's what he's aiming at.
Yeah, just got the edge of that front white bowl.
Yeah, I'm from Perth, mate. It's all about great whites over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tough to get in.
Well, interesting he's going to play...
You'd almost want to take one, wouldn't you?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I thought this could go...
Could go very pear-shaped.
I think Errol's sort of saying if you hit that brown... If you get the jack out a bit to what we're looking at from about 4 o'clock, it could be worth a few shots.
It's got to be very good shot, precise to get it in.
Well, I'll get it
beautifully into that spot.
With the wind blowing, and it's so easy to be a bit off your line. You can't put it this way, his bowl's not going to go out without the jack movement, so no, he's going backhand.
Well, he can beat that one. It's nearly jack high. If he rolls it up, that's the low risk shot.
Yep. One to Manning Great Lakes.
Takes them to 10. 2-shot advantage, one of the biggest advantages of the game, I'd say. It's been that close. get to do this now, and we'll just duck straight across to the master board. 25-30. Every time I look, Mountain Great Lakes kicks out, and then we look again, and it's immediately back to even. So it's pretty amazing. What's going on there? Settle down, camera. There we are. They're checking the length, I think. Umpire, where is he? There he is. No, they're still looking.
Hard to tell from where.
Don't go too far, Dave. He's just walked in the club. Oh, no, they're happy.
The weight was nice, just missed his line a fraction. That looks like that could be a good line. But he's... Yeah, very nice. Quite impressed with these greens, considering how new they are, and also this, like the I don't know what they call this surface, this artificial grass type synthetic surface.
Yeah, it's synthetic grass.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But considering it's new, I'm very impressed with it.
Yeah, me too. I'd agree. They're getting. I don't know. I'd tell you now, in WA, and I didn't play bowls in WA when I was a young bloke, but the 86% of the greens over there, last time I checked from Bowls Australia stats, by the way, were synthetic. So WA, it was almost cultural anyway as part of their standard. Over here, synthetics are still fairly new and they're still coming in, but our initial lay of carpet at Huskisson is brilliant. 15 seconds flat, and it's just a wonderful surface to play on. And this one looks the same, and I've seen some shocking ones go down, to be honest. But
well, so have I. That's what I'm saying, because as new as it is, to be going as good as it is, and most of the ones that that I get to come down to Newcastle and play or carpet Charlestown and so on, and we do have a club with this synthetic surface, 2 clubs, Manila and North Tamworth, with this surface. But no offence to both those clubs, but they're not running as good as this. But that could be other factors for that reason. But when I walked in yesterday and I saw these 2 artificials and I saw they had this synthetic, and I thought, I wonder why they didn't put carpet in. But like I said, they've got to be very happy with their result.
Oh, they're on camera. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, exactly right. And the third one's about to go in. Same company. This is a Berry. What are they called? Berry Turf Co, I think. And they're quite. They're very, very good. Ours is a Tiger Turf down at Huskisson.
Yep.
Oh, that just rolled backwards. I don't think it hurts anything. That's not going to quite make it. So a bit of ghost in the green there as that bowl fell over. Still the shot. A lot of joy and laughter in this club. I'm loving that as well, by the way. More of it, please. Lots of talk. Nick, what do you got? What are you going to do here?
Looks like he's playing. You hit that wide bowl, that other bowl will go out, or the jack will come across to their white bowl over there.
I was going to leave it there. Watch how he delivers this. Look at his whole body square, left arm fixed, finishes. And the bowl will go where he points the stick.
He's got a connection with them.
Bang, bang. Oh. Well, he nearly did what his skipper wanted him to. That was close.
I'm going to get an edge of. Oh, thought he
I've
might
done
have
it
got an
for
edge
him.
and then the jack, but
Oh, it's all right. Well, they might change Mick over here. Maybe not. I would.
yeah, he can play. Turn his own black one over on the forehand, or gets under that, he can sit the shot. But no, he's going back, still going backhand. Will he get under that front one? He will. And there's a hole there. That's a
Holes
very
are
good
bowls.
effort. Yeah.
Happens at the top and the bottom level. The players running through holes. I saw on Sunday I did the finals day at Warilla, and I saw poor old Aaron Tees run through to gap after gap after gap. Just unbelievable. World-class players can hit those gaps as much as anyone.
Kevin's looking like he's got a good line here, but not quite sure he's going to get there.
He was nearly. That was. Goodness me. I thought he had that too. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here at Foster. Still bright sunshine. Wind is
A little bit more purpose in this.
Yeah, this is Jack. And there it goes. Bang. All the way across to his own shot out on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful bowl. Beautiful bowl. Michael Brown has played a great game. Certainly at the start. He's done it. Last couple of ends have probably been a bit tough, but geez, that's a great shot. In a tight contest.
What a good reply from Kevin. Just
Doesn't get any better than that.
shot. He might have a go at this.
He could.
Yeah, I
It's
think
there
it
for him.
could be worth a couple of shots if he.
Well, 2 shots brings him back to level.
Mick's saying. I think he's indicating he can draw around it and draw a shot. So I'd guess that bowl's probably 2 foot past Jack of Kevin's.
It's definitely drawable.
Yeah.
Just whether the other shot would get them the biggest score.
Just got to come back. Says just want to hold out there.
Wasn't a bad effort, but no, definitely one of Manning Great Lakes. And well done, Kevin Robinson, getting that one there. 11-8 after 12 ends. 6 ends remaining in this contest. And I'm just going to show you something that is quite remarkable.
It's 29-31 on the big board on 33 to Manning Great Lakes.
What we're seeing, so it's on the screen just there, what we're seeing once again is every time we look up at this end, I should look at this scoreboard and it's a blowout to Manning Great Lakes. And then we look again and Greater Newcastle's right back at them. It's really quite an amazing scenario. Nice. It's a very good game again. We had a ripper this morning. We've got another one now. Can you see that scoreboard over there? The other lot?
The other board is 29-34
Ooh, that's close too.
on 34. So that would be, is it Hunter? Hunter were on the bottom, weren't they?
Yeah,
so
Hunter
they're
were
leading
down the bottom.
34-29 on 34. Nice reply, just a little bit narrow, but still
I thought he
good
was going to
home.
swallow that then as it came down.
Yeah,
It
it
was
looked that way.
close.
Having a good tussle, these two fellows.
I can't pick between them. And often I can see which leads have got genuine advantage. I really don't see. It just seems like end for end at the moment for them.
It's got a bit short, that one, so
Yep.
as soon as we start giving them a bit of a wrap. Well, that one's certainly going to reach,
Yeah, it's got
but
the
he's
wall
going to
line.
run into the front one.
Well, look, to be honest, while it's not the shot he wanted, it's open on that hand now for his own team, and it gives him some kind of advantage.
Now, one of the things that I don't like as a skip is, if I'm skipping it, obviously, but where you lead wants to change hands because there's some bowl in the road, and you know, the various people I've played with, and I said, don't change your hand. I said, you're just leaving it free for them to play another one and another one if you want to keep varying hands. So just at least maybe get a bowl in their road.
It's very, very, look, it's very, very rare. My uncle, Stephen, or Gus, they call him, is my lead normally, and it's very rare I ask him to change hands.
Going to run into the front bowl, I think. No, he's under it. Again, that breeze, I thought he was going to run into the front bowl. He's missed it on the inside, and then when he's missed it, he's cut away 2 foot across the line.
I think the skip's just asking to give this enough weight to get through, move that one up, or duck underneath it.
That's the shot there.
Great shot. Yeah, that's Jack Ish. It's probably number one. Yep. Beautiful. Eight 11 after 12. Newcastle down by 3. Masterboard still very, very close. What a great game. What a great day of bowls we've had, mate.
Yeah.
That's the Manning bowl. It's his own shot, but no real help. And they can keep plugging away down that side now. Newcastle can.
Might not reach this one of Michael's.
I think it came out very light straight away. He knew it too. It's the first time I've seen him use that stick, and he didn't hold it in position. He kind of let the ball go and drop the arms straight away. It's that's just the first time I've seen that happen, because I'm really interested in his form, by the way.
It's going to be interesting, this bowl, because he's punched that other one up.
Well, there's 2 to Newcastle, I'd say.
Yep.
Asking for some instruction there, Mick. See how it right. Feet square, left arm locked, body in position. Practice swings. Beautiful release. Very, very good. It's narrow again, I'd say that.
Yep.
Yeah, not at well. Might be in the way. We'll see.
2 shots on the middle rink to Manning Great Lakes. They just keep establishing that little bit of a lead that they have. Having a pretty good look at this, Kevin. He's still trying to work out what to play.
Yeah, it's a long discussion on it.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of options there. I almost think the best is to, they're still looking around, bounce off this, bounce off this, bounce off this. I reckon when you frame up Jack like that, run down the middle. You're going to hit something. Down 2 shots.
Well, it's on its way and it's going to run into that front bowl, but then what? Well, that makes it interesting. I still think...
It's 2.
Yeah, but I think the 2 at the back have still got sway.
Yeah, the 2 Jack high bowls would be the 2. So, yeah, like I said, there's a big frame up of that yellow Jack. I'd be tempted to run through the thing.
Just going to stay outside that other bowl. That's going to be...
Tucked it in a little.
Hasn't changed anything.
1 bowl to come. And it's just a dead draw. He's even dead drawing to that blue bowl at the back. So it's a fairly risk-free shot.
Doesn't have to do much.
I agree.
Much different from his first one.
He doesn't have to do much to make it anyway, but they're still putting shoes out and saying, how can we get the most out of it? I guess looking at the big board, they're 33-30 after 35 now. Not running out of ends. I mean, big scores are great. But at some point, you've got to calculate risk at the same time. Risk over reward. Almost worth taking a run up. I know that would for the opposition is.
Okay, got it away on a decent line. Oh, he's just going to duck in there.
No damage. Going to have a close look. I still would have said it was
2 shots to Newcastle.
2 to Newey takes them to 10. Now 1 shot between them after 13 ends. 5 ends remaining. Masterboard saying 33-32 after 36. Jeez. They're chasing them, Newcastle, and they will not let go. That's wonderful. It's the kind of game we're here for. That's why we play the game.
Yeah. Those that are watching, they like to see the games that are close.
Not getting many comments this time, guys. Where are you all? There's a lot of people watching. So I just heard some talk behind me. It's one of it's Kevin Robinson's come up to grab a glass of water, and he's just starting to cop grief from everyone that's turned up.
Yeah, it's going to be short.
Yep. The way it cut was quite strange, actually.
Not a bad line, this, but he's going to be short again, I think, into his other bowl.
Yeah, his skipper said, make sure you make it, mate. He didn't. He's closer than his opposition. Interesting to note, 1, 2, he's playing forehand towards the club and backhand away from it. So he's playing down that one side constantly. Maybe thinks it's better, but that's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, you get to a point, don't you, that you start to think the wider hand's a better kind of hand to play, even though you get that turn. And
not wrong.
A lot of people just get trapped into narrow hands, and always been another little thought of mine. People in the past were buying narrow bowls and then want to know why they weren't turning. You think, that's going to be narrow.
Bump, run, hasn't heard it. Yeah, my uncle started on Turbo Pros and has been there. He's been playing lead a lot, and now that he's kind of advancing a little bit, he's decided he needs to go a bit wider and move to dynamics. He's just bought a set. His daughter bought him a set, actually. He's a lovely lady. But his turbos are about as straight a bowl as I've ever seen, almost running straight down the line. And I remember when they first came in, they...
It's going to be narrow also, I believe, because that breeze is blowing. I thought he was going to duck into that front bowl.
So did I, yeah. Just not the weight. Yeah, I remember when turbos first kind of started becoming popular and people were all calling them cheats bowls and that. And then, you got Peter Taylor up at Alstonville's using them fairly exclusively.
And yet you see, Corey Wedlock's with, I think he uses Optimus.
No, Wedlock's on Dynamics.
Dynamics, is he?
TZ's usually often using Optimus, especially on synthetic surfaces. They tend to use wider bowls.
This one's not far away, looking at the line.
Oh, look at it. Skip's celebrating. Jack, 2 shots. Brilliant bowl. Great draw bowl.
His partner gives him a pat on the back.
That's a ripper.
And said, where you been for the last few ends?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, welcome back. And just cracked another 1,500 views, ladies and gentlemen. So thanks so much for joining us here on YouTube Live Sports. Jeff and I are having a great time here at the Veteran Interzone from FORSTER Bowling Club. 18 end game. We're at the end. Well, this is the 14th end. Big board's being updated at the moment in this game between Greater Newcastle and Manning Great Lakes. It's an absolute ripper.
Yeah, he's gone trying. Whoa, geez. I was about to say he's gone hard to try and open this up.
I don't know if he...
Looks like it came out of his hand a little bit wrong. He just had a look at his hand as if it slipped a little.
Yeah, it's interesting on that. Like, good idea for the option for the hard shot, but that way? Surely it's the other direction that...
Well, yeah, I suppose it just... All those bowls in the road.
Look, I wish I could draw on the screen right now, but a heavy shot into those 2 in the front is... You're not going to get both. You're not going to hit them anywhere good. Heavy shot on the other hand, that cluster of 3 there is just going to split and you're not going to really move anything around anyway. It's a tough draw, but I think a weighted draw down the left-hand side was a better option. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a heavy shot. I do love a drive. But yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily think it was the best option in that case.
It's like this one, I'd say he's gone to the back. Yep. Yeah, gone for the cover.
It's the only thing that makes sense. That jack, however, if it gets hit hard enough, if that black ball gets hit hard enough, it's just going to die anyway. It's going out of bounds.
He's going again. He got that one away better, but he's got it wide out.
You're sitting next to, you don't know this, you're sitting next to the 2026 Cowra Festival 4's driving champion. Well, one or two of them. And I tell you now, my big size 5s would punch holes in those balls in front, but I just can't see it moving the head, changing the head.
I don't know that changes the head so much, but if you can just get some bowls out of the road to give him another option of a shot.
Yeah,
you let them build up too much, and then you turn around and here's your skip, and you say, "Well, come on, skip, save us." Well, there's nothing but bowls in front of him.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that masterboard at the bottom is correct. 38 ends down. Manning Great Lakes are up 38-32 now. And once again, they kick away. Now watch Newcastle come back. Holding 2 on this rink immediately. So
he's played into those front bowls.
It's a more considered weighted shot.
It is, but maybe he might not. See, he's only taken one here. Mind you, I mean, that's a bit unlucky. Like I said, if he's just trying to open up a pathway. They're 2 down, so
yeah.
Now that other that's gone. I mean, I suppose there is looking at it on the monitor, there's a chance there he could punch that front one of his straight through to the jack.
Which one's that? The blue one, or the white one of those?
Yeah, the white
ones?
one. I'm not quite sure how it's sitting against the other white. Hard to tell on the monitor, but
I think they're
right alongside each. Yeah, I'm just wondering if they can.
Well, that's not done anything. So I just think you hit either one of those, it's either going to split. Neither of them are going to run backwards.
Back to the jack.
They're still saying that's what they're pointing at.
Yeah. Well, like I said, on the monitor, it's hard to. Well, that's what Kevin's looking at now.
I just think
I think he's looking at them, and either that or that onto the blue bowl, onto the black.
Well, that grey one really shut that drive off down there. Sorry, the draw off on that side.
Yeah.
So the last grey bowl on the top left, everyone, is what I'm talking about. The draw on that side, very difficult. The drive down this side, I just can't see.
He's playing for luck.
Yeah, look, I've seen a lot of heads and a lot of drives, and I just don't see that doing what he's asking it to do. I hope it does. Don't get me wrong.
Oh,
it's a great shot if it does.
We're about to find out if he can. No, I think he's got under. Yeah. Oh, he actually didn't play the weight either.
Touch and run. Watch this. Watch this. I thought he was going to do it accidentally, but no, 2 to Newcastle. Puts them ahead 12-11 after 14 ends. And the masterboard, as I'm about to look at, before I bring it round to you, 34-38 after 39. Close game. This has been wonderful. Genuinely wonderful.
Nice start here
So just
from Newcastle.
Just having the weirdest argument next door.
That won't get there. It's going to pull up about 3 foot short, 4 foot short. That's a nice home. That's about 3 foot, 3.5 foot past jack high.
It's the first time I've seen 3 bowls from the leads that haven't actually been one of them at least right on the jack.
Near the jack, yeah. Might just get under here and sit this shot bowl. Oh, it's second wood.
Yeah. $34.38 after 39. 54 ends is what we're going for. They're not in any rush, these lads, by the way. This is not a quick game by any means.
Very nice bowl there.
Beautiful. Here comes the reply, the bright white bowls rather than the dusky ones. Thank you very much. Here come the latest scores. Yeah, it wasn't a bad shot. Hunter Valley 41 over Mid-North Coast 48 over Mid-North Coast 31 after 42 ends. What are we on, 39 here? We're a bit slow here. Metro Southeast down to Central Coast 41-33 after 41. And Northwest are up 37-29 over Metro Northwest after 39 ends.
Well, that's a good effort.
Yeah. After watching Metro Northwest in the last round in round one, that was amazing by them. The ladder as it stands, I got handed this and I didn't read it out. Section 1 is being led by Metro Northwest over Central Coast Northwest and then Metro Southeast, which is really interesting. So Northwest, if they defeat Metro Northwest, that'll be a turn-up. That'll change that. It's a really close section. It's remarkable. Section 2, Hunter Valley over Manning Great Lakes, over Mid-North Coast, over Greater Newcastle. So Greater Newcastle on the bottom of this table here by the looks. Oh, that might not be sorted now. Look at it. So there's Manning Great Lakes and Greater Newcastle both have 9 points with 2 rinks and a win, and the motherboard each, or the masterboard each. And
good bowl coming in here. Yeah, nice trailer, Jack.
Beautiful.
Errol, nice bowl.
Errol Reprex.
The crowd have gone wild here to recite us.
Well said, John. Exactly right. Because, we were talking about that earlier, John, about the arm. It's not just about keeping them in the game. It's about keeping them in the club, keeping them with their mates. Let's look after people.
Well, if you're not playing the sport, it's so easy to drift away from the club.
Correct.
Which doesn't benefit either party, the club or the person.
Easy, let's see.
Gone a little bit heavy here. He's going to hold out, I'd say, for that weight. Yeah.
It'll stay up, having run into that. Might have run all the way through to the ditch otherwise, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, again, with that breeze blowing, he needs to take a bit of weight off that shot. Otherwise, he won't get around that front blue bowl and turn into where he wants to turn into. So he's going to have to take a little bit of weight off. Kevin's looking. Backhand and
Yeah, forehand, backhand.
Michael's
Yeah.
looking forehand.
Oh, and what's the a little weight from Newcastle this time? Michael Brown will be. Yeah, he's looking at the back.
Yeah, again, as I said, if he played just a little bit too much weight and that breeze blowing, she will just hold out. If Errol gets out of the road, would it really be good?
I thought you were talking about his bowl. No, we're getting a good look at Errol's back here.
Well, fortunately, I can see it through the window, so.
That's it. Oh, he's got it there.
Oh.
Yeah, just got a reminder. My job's easy when the games are good, my friend, and so far this has been.
Yeah, so if you play that little bit of
Easy
weight,
day,
she just doesn't want to get back to where he wants it to.
I reckon I'd almost be playing. Nah, it's risky. The two white bowls. I can't see. I'm trying to see a way
straight through between the two.
Yeah,
white bowls. Probably, yeah. If it weren't for the breezes blowing, it's probably an option. But with that breeze blowing across that way,
right. So I've got Geronimo 1944 here telling me it's Errol Ripe right. Thank you for that. Ripe right.
Ripe.
There you go. Oh no, he's retracted it, so maybe not.
Maybe that's just something they call him.
No.
You see, that's out there again. Yep.
Yeah, exactly right. It's just almost no turn. Look, that stayed on.
And that's hardly come back
straight.
anything off that line. Well, I do know he did play he plays bowls here and he plays with Peter Schroeder a bit, and I know Peter calls him Rupee.
Rupee.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So if he calls him Rupee, I'm guessing that's Ruprek.
We'll just call him Rupee. 12 all after 15, my friend. 3 ends to go. 36-40 is the master port. It's very, very close. After, what was that say, 42 ends. So only 4 shots in it across 3 rinks, as we all know. Root right, what he's saying. Geronimo, thanks for that. Looks like a member of this club, actually, judging by his picture. God.
Looks don't look too far away, this bowl. Just going to cut away and a bit heavy. As I said earlier, generally speaking, each end they've had a good battle, these pair of leads. Particularly since they're leading, and it's not as if they can they get away with playing a bowl that's maybe a little bit heavy, but just sit on another bowl or whatever.
Geronimo there saying he's a member of this club, and I said, sorry, he said, looks like a member of this club. He says, I am now, mate. So good on you.
That's right, yeah, well,
champion.
Well, so am I. We got joined when we got here yesterday.
Choose worse clubs, I can tell you now, but just something I haven't done all day is actually look at the scoreboard and make sure that I'm correct. Does that say, that says 12-11 after 14. They haven't put the score up. That's good. Fairly good back there, but the leads once again are in one on in catching positions on the side. That's good.
And again, the conditions aren't conducive to, spot on bowls, so to speak.
Yeah, it's always wind. Wind's worse than rain. If it's windy and rainy, you might as well go inside.
Yeah, up at the Amber in the over 60s, when the seniors, the first day it was both. And it was one of the most unenjoyable days I think I've had on a bowling green, plus the fact Paul Williams gave me a hiding.
Oh, shot.
Yeah.
2 to Manning now. Frosty. Asking his skip what to do. Asking what hand is the last thing out of he said, yep, that way, please. I tend to agree. That's clearly the shot to play is down the forehand. Might be a more difficult hand, but there's no point playing the other way. Ooh. Well, his first shot hooked a mile. This one will as well, but just a bit heavy.
They've been a bit reluctant to want to put it out there and play that wide hand, but so every time they come around to needing to play it, it's a little bit new to them.
And in the end, if the shot's on, well, the shot's on. That's it.
It's going to go across and won't get there. How many clubs are you a member of? Roughly.
I have a pilot membership card that's nearly 2 inches high.
So the reason I ask is you get around. My wife gets around a fair bit too, and I think she's a member of every club going.
Oh, that's close.
So she has to go through her cards before she goes away every time and go, hang on, which card do I need this week?
I definitely forgot my FORSTER one. I was thinking of making a display out of them, actually, just like putting them on a board. What have I got in my pocket at the moment? What's that? There's Milton Ulladulla, Cherry Street Sports in Ballina.
Yeah.
That's my club card at Huskerson and Warilla. That's all I'm carrying at the moment. But yeah, at 2 inches high, my collection is at home. They pay for themselves. As soon as you become a member, you can buy like 2 drinks or a lunch.
Yep.
It's cost neutral. So might as well sign up.
The good thing about it is every year you get all these financials come through and you can check on the finances of all the various clubs.
Exactly.
Oh, look how good they're going. Yeah.
Hey, why am my club doing that? Yeah, exactly. Geez, these Newey boys really talk about their heads, huh? He's sitting here waiting for the shot for a fair while. That's why I guess we're...
Well, yeah.
Well, how long have we been going for? What does that say? 2.5 hours for 18 ends? It's almost a full game and full 21 end.
Looks like Mick's having a go at this. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and as he would.
Just not going to turn. It's made it interesting now because can't remember who's
well, that's
bowl that is.
That's the bright white bowl of
so it's still there, obviously, but
bright white bowl of Grant McCurdy still sitting there. Second shot, that blue one on the left is Greg Johns, and then after that, it's a mixed bag. It's the old who knows. But it's well open. There's less risk in there for the skippers now. They both can be doing this essentially the same thing. Biggest problem Newcastle's got is that blue bowl in the bottom right is a Manning bowl, and that's probably the best catcher.
Yeah, that's where the jack is going, and it's a Manning bowl also that's right out there at 3 o'clock. And the angle that the jack would be coming from with that windy side.
Kev Robinson.
Just not going to quite reach.
Oh, I don't think it counts either. I think short's not bad. I think short and not counting is rough. Well, tell you the other thing, Nick Brown, I'm going to say this again, he's just had that draw made very difficult down that side.
Yeah.
Give it a whack.
Good thing about it is it's very wide out there. You
can draw
give
around
it plenty of territory. He's giving it a chance.
There's the weight's the question. It
It's
will turn.
coming back into Kevin's.
Just probably a bit short. Yep. Yeah, a couple of feet. Well, that proves to him that he can do it. He's just got to throw it a bit harder down the same line.
The next thing you'll have to do is mic up the skips so we can listen to the conversation.
So I do have a swear word stopper up there. But I've got a couple of remote
Could you imagine
mics.
telling some of these skips, look, you got a microphone, don't swear? Yeah,
No naughty words.
Big chance of that.
That's it. It would be what you'd hear on the coverage is, where is it? Nope. Oh, there it is. That's what you'd hear.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Oh, why didn't you throw it? Don't get it back here.
Now, this is interesting. You've got Mick using his fingers there, which
Magic
you're
fingers,
entitled to do. But I've found if you don't want to get down and get a measure with your bowls arm,
Clever.
your bowls arm is very accurate. So you can stand over the bowls with your bowls arm and do a quick measure. And then if you think, no, I better get this measured.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your fingers can be all over the place sometimes
exactly.
if you're not unless you know what you're
wrong.
doing.
That's
But,
clever. I like that
you
very much.
He can't use it now during that part of the game, but he can at the finish of the end. He can use that arm just to determine whether he really wants to get it measured or not.
So it'll be being broadcast live on or you'll be able to watch it.
You can. And you can pull up all these games at any time, so you can go to your TV on Saturday afternoon if you're doing nothing and pull up that. And
There we go. So still one there to one there to Manning Great Lakes. Right in the middle, surrounded. Big shot coming up for Nick Brown. He's got where is the score? 12 all after 15. They're running out. And I wanted to see the ends, but he's looking at the master board, I think.
Yeah, and that's why they're taking their time too, because it's getting to the nitty gritty here, and it's getting to the stage they're thinking, well, hang on, every shot really counts now.
It really does, doesn't it? Sorry, boss. A lot of weight on this man's shoulders. 36-40 on 42. I can tell you it's changed again. Manning Great Lakes has kicked off a little
He's
bit
gone
more.
hard.
Into his own. It's what he wants. Oh, no.
No.
Just crashed and running out to pick up that bowl from over there. So the heavy shot's difficult to play seemingly on this. They're not really getting in. They'll have another look.
Is it two?
I reckon it's one. I reckon that blue one at the back.
I think Errol thinks it's two.
I think the tape will come out. So you can see next door, Manning Great Lakes up 20-11 after 15. The rink.
And Manning Great Lakes just picked up one on the centre rink.
Yep, and out on the far rink is at 11-15. I can't see because of the glint of that car. So Newey up there by potentially 4 shots. And then this one, we're about to find out, very even.
11, 15,
Two.
11, 12. I think it's 11, 13 on
Could
the
be
far
11,
rink.
13, yeah. The math is exactly that. But we're up and back on this rink now. Camera 4 will show you exactly what the score is now. 38 to Newcastle. 47 to Manning Great Lakes. After 47 ends, is he just about to change it over again?
Is that the break they need?
Well,
9 shots. 7 to play.
We've seen him kick out and Newcastle come back before. There are 3 rinks, of course, but not. You're going to kick out and then come back, but you've got to do it at the right time. And they're running out of ends in a big way.
He had somebody like Warren Shipley here. He could probably tell you how often teams come from 9 behind, 7 to play.
He could. He's a stats man. He's
on a Wednesday afternoon.
I haven't seen Shippo in ages. I do miss the bloke. He's a good man. He's a good man. He knows a lot about that game and loves his stats too.
Yeah, lovely start.
He's following his Soldiers Point lads around BPL now too.
Thought he might have been down here.
So do I, actually. I might see him tomorrow. Maybe he'll pop out, but yeah.
Oh, I thought he might have been playing.
Oh, really? He's not that old, is he?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he can nominate himself anyway. I'm sure. Sure. What's that, John? What drives you mad?
Another nice bowl here. Yeah, good start.
Well, that brings him back to close with his opposition lead in Greg John. There's Harvey Phillips has played very, very well. His leads have been doing an astonishing job in my mind.
Just going to cut away, but it's useful.
Very useful.
So what made him mad? Whoever that.
I don't know, John Ford. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how. Sometimes these guys. Sometimes the coverage isn't quite live on some people's devices. So but the comments they make are live.
Right.
So we might be a half hour behind. We're not really sure.
Just going to pull up a little bit short. So still 2 to Newcastle. That'll be wide. It won't get back, that one. This one looks got a bit more promise.
Yeah, I think the track's right. The swoop. Who didn't get a gust? No, but look at the wind again. It's blowing more straighter now, not just fully across the corner. It's coming almost right at their backs at the moment. So things have changed again.
Yeah, and then we'll cut across that one. Won't get there either.
Turned his back on it. Frosty went, nope, that was a shocker.
I think we've still got 2 shots Newcastle.
Well, it's just gone to 48-38 on that master board. That's a 10-shot advantage with 6 ends to go. Anything's possible, of course, across 3 rinks, but it's going to be tough.
That's interesting. Yes.
I actually reckon
count. That was Manning. That was Manning.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
I think that's that could be second wood.
Definitely second wood. I'm just looking over the top now.
Okay, so which means it's only 1 to Newcastle.
Is that the Newcastle? No, that's Manning. Manning, Newcastle. So Manning's holding. Manning definitely with 2.
Oh, right, okay.
Blue bowls, mate.
Yep.
There's 3 sets out there. And at this point, the other 2 sets are white. So it's confusing. But keeping track's good fun.
Mick's not too far away here.
Wow.
Lovely bowl, Michael.
Bang, set. That's a perfect draw. When you're down especially, you've done everything right there. That's perfect. Nick Beasley.
Don't believe this one's going to get there.
Doesn't have the weight, I don't think, Errol. In fact, it's even plugged that hole a little bit. They are swooping, like you said, quite a lot, that hand, but it will be in their eye.
That's a good guide now for For Newcastle, you've got to be around that. He's around it, but whether he's too far around it.
It was just going to be that
he's
outside
coming
one.
in. Yep. 2 good bowls, Mick Beasley.
Well done, Nick Beasley. An important juncture in this game on the second last end. Well, nope. They've changed that. They've changed the masterboard again. Changed the masterboard again. It's now 38 after 47. So the math is all over them. That's good. This is great. It's been a massive day. Very entertaining. This morning's game came down to the wire. This one is as well. Makes my life easy when there's no floggings, I can tell you now. And this is another good attempt. It's going to duck through the hole. Can't even believe it. Lots of people getting on this and watching it. I'm really impressed with everyone out there. We've had an absolute feast of bowls and bowls action over the last couple of weeks on Youtubelivesports. And you're still here and you're still hanging around loving this. And it's great. Now that's short. Won't count, but it won't hurt. I tell you now, these Newcastle guys they've been around long enough now that they'll be definitely having looked at that board over to the right-hand side, to the master board, or their left at the moment, and thought, I need to do well. I need to make multiples. So the pressure on for the multiple shots for Newcastle is bigger than just drawing the 1. 2 will help. 3, 4, even better. Just looking to clean things through a bit here.
Might get lucky here off that blue.
And he did. Made it 1. 1s are okay. Contextually, in this, as far as this game goes and the point that's on offer, Manning does have the advantage. Obviously, they're 2 shots up. 2 there would have drawn them even and made the rink very difficult. But they've got 10 shots up on the important bit. Thanks, Roscoe. Enjoy my work, mate, and I love being here. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Roscoe just jumping into the commentary. Let me know what's going on in your world in the commentary, guys. I love the interactions. It's what makes this unique, what makes this better than TV.
Hasn't got this on too bad a line, but I'm not quite sure he'll get there.
One to Newcastle. 1 shot down. Coming into the last end on this rink, 17 ends complete. That takes Newcastle to 39 on the master board. 48 to Manning after 48 ends. We're nearly there, mate. Spin this around. It's been an absolutely fantastic day of bowls. Wouldn't expect anything else from Foster Bowling Club.
Just saw Sam Lagusa play a bit of weight on that middle ring, which obviously indicates they're down. 1 shot on the middle ring to Manning.
To be honest, that almost finishes it. That's heartbreaker. 39-49 after 49. Lots of nines.
Just a bit heavy, that one.
Tell you what.
Pull up, will it? Just pulled up short of the ditch.
Well, it's interesting because this is the longest end of the day.
Yeah, it is. They haven't played a jack on the tee so far.
At all. At all. It's the first time I haven't actually had the camera zoomed up the field, so this is interesting.
And that one's going to be short by just about the same distance as the other one was long. So see how good a correction we can get here from Greg. Yep, nice correction.
Yes. So he's holding the one. He's got one on, one back, protecting the back. Smart move by Newcastle, just maybe a smart move, just to change it up to, they can find a multiple, confuse your opposition and be confident enough in your own game to get there. It's not going to matter when Harvey Phillips
does that. Just
corrects like that. What a shot.
And the crowd's going wild again.
And I think that, for me, is he's probably got the battle of the leads with that shot, to be honest. It's such an important moment. And Newey saying...
He's in the ditch. No, it's not in the ditch, but it's pulled up.
But I think, again, they're building ahead at the back.
Yeah.
Everything's got to watch that. They need to be in there at the back. Otherwise, there's that huge multiple. Newcastle not even looking at their own scoreboard, judging by what they're delivering here right now. They're looking at that big board and saying, we want
so we don't drop a number.
Because someone else just did 44-49 after 50. It's gone back to 5 shots on that big board. Must be in that third rink.
Yeah.
Newcastle picked up a 5. 6 even, 39. No, it's 5. It was 39. So picked up a 5 on one rink, and suddenly they're well within contention. Again, this doesn't stop this game. That one stayed up too, did it? Yep. Hanging right on the edge. Clinging on. There it is. Oh, no, it's a couple of inches off the end. Wow. All of a sudden, Newcastle can do this.
It looks like he's got nice grass out there, this bowl. It's just a case, will he get there?
It's very, very close to me. Here we go.
Oh, so close.
Do we count that as getting there? That's pretty good.
I'd say he was a foot short, but that's...
44-49. I thought they were done. 10 shots down with 5 ends to go, and all of a sudden 5 shots pops up. Newcastle still have a chance, and they're still building shots at the back. Jeez, I think he went in the ditch. I think he was wanting that. There is one Manning bowl back there. Actually, it's that white bowl.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at these other 2 rinks to try and establish who's...
Yeah, everyone's standing in the way.
Got shot out here.
That's a Newey bowl holding shot in the middle rink. Just one of them.
Right.
I have no idea what's going on the other end. Well, this is going to be important no matter where it finishes. That's, very, very nice. It's back, and that's important. They need to block that cluster. Block any chance Newcastle have of getting a multiple.
going to turn onto the... No, it's going to just be wide of the jack. Good try.
All right. Here we go. All the best back bowls are Newcastle bowls. We all know, I think, what's going to happen here. That jack needs to move back.
Don't know if they'll be in too big a rush to play here because the far rink only has skips bowls to come. The middle rink, the thirds are playing.
That's not the place to stand. Yep, there we go.
Just the last third of Newcastle was played. Sorry, the third for Newcastle just played his last bowl. Still don't know who had shot. Okay. Far rink. Bowl, the skips bowl. The Newcastle is on its way, but it's short.
Is that over? Sorry, on the left.
So there's a few blokes in the road. I'm trying to
You can hear the the club just announcing here. This is a big bowl. So that bowl right in front. I was just having a close look at this head. That bowl there that's up in front. We thought, geez, he's done that not very well, but it's now the greatest blocker known to man, and it was delivered by the lead. It was Skip's got to move that jack. Must move.
That one could be into the front one. There it is.
Yep, bang. So now he's got one bowl to do this.
Yeah. Kevin's not wasting any time. He said, I know what I want to do.
Yep, no discussion needed here. Just keep punching him down the back. That's all he needs to do.
Yep. Okay. Middle rink, Skip for Manning has just played his last bowl. But again, I'm not sure who's got shot.
It's too hard to tell. The way the sun is out there now, too, glaring off the green, is makes it very difficult.
I believe Newcastle picked up shot on the far rink.
I'll be able to tell you very shortly as we watch this masterboard go up.
Sam Lagoose has just played his bowl on the middle rink. Look at punching a bowl
so
up,
I'll just
which
let
he
you know
did do.
That over there, that Newcastle score. Oh, there it goes. Jack shooting everywhere. Where is Jack?
I think Manning Great Lakes have got one or two.
How? Oh, one. Was it? That doesn't make any sense to me.
On this one we're watching.
Well, I can tell you now, the masterboard is now 49 all, just to let you know. So it comes down to pretty much to this. After 52 ends, it is now 49 all on the masterboard, and we're about to see. He has delivered. Here it comes.
This isn't too far away. It needs to stop, and it will.
What's the score?
Oh, it didn't get there. Jeez.
It doesn't make any sense. It's Manning a holding shot.
Trying to work out.
This is big.
Can you see the score there on that middle rink?
I can't. All I can see is the masterboard, and it's 49 all after 52.
Okay,
He's taken out 3 Newcastle bowls. That may be one of the best shots I've ever seen by by a skipper. They stacked the back deliberately, Newcastle, on this one. And Michael Brown, confident enough to hit the jack. He's punched that. He hit the short bowl, the opposition short bowl, hard with his first shot. The second shot came down, ricocheted jack back into the ditch. And this is massive. And it just changed the whole. There was 5 ends to go, and Newcastle were 10 down.
Well,
They're now well and truly ahead.
And I'm looking at that big board because they've got 52 ends, but they put the mat down here
Well,
as if this should have been 53rd. Yeah, it's 54 ends, right?
5 shots to Newcastle out of nowhere. 18-14 at the end of this game. Oh no, they've got. Well, they're saying they've got one end to go.
Yeah, 54 ends.
Have I gone?
No, that's right. Now it's 54-49 after 53.
So one to go. Oh, sorry guys, I must have the ends wrong.
54-49
right.
over 53.
Well, with
so this is the last end. So Manning,
but they're 5 shots up, Newcastle, out of nowhere.
They've been behind all day.
How did this? That's incredible. So the other rink scored a 4. The far rink scored a 4. This rink scored 5. 9 shots from 2 of the rinks, and all of a sudden Newcastle, who were well and truly down. This is incredible. So this is the last end. Newcastle are 4 shots up on this rink. I can't believe it. I don't even know what to say. It's just proof you never give up.
Yeah.
And if you want a better example, ladies and gentlemen, of how to play when you're down, bomb with one to play, Pete Williams is saying, absolutely. You want to see an example of what to do when you're down, stack the back up and back your skipper in to move the jack into it. That's exactly what they did, and that's what's happened. That is amazing. I can tell you the scoreboard attendant here for Manning Great Lakes can't believe it. He's looking around doing the math, trying to say, that can't be right. I'm telling you now, it's 5 shots in it on the masterboard. There's 4 shots in it on this rink. Newcastle region, get up and support your players in this one. This is crazy. Yeah, Kevin Hunt saying not over till the drinks are flowing. You're not wrong.
Well, they got one behind the head, Manning, and they're going to need 4 more.
That's right. This is exactly right. So they've just seen their opposition do it. They've got to do the same thing.
Worst thing that could happen now is a short bowl.
Well, you got to be perfect. It's.
Well, there comes the shot coming in now.
To be one.
Yep. Newcastle won't mind them having a shot.
It doesn't. Well, they can't do it with ones.
No, that's what I'm saying. They won't mind them having shot.
They're 5 shots down the big ball. They need a 6 to win it. They've got 1 short bowl. The next 7 bowls have to be there or thereabouts. 1 short and wide, sorry.
Yeah, and even though that bowl is shot, it's still short of the jack.
Exactly.
And,
you can't move jack into a short bowl.
No. And that's another short bowl. Which is easy to do, that breeze out there. You're making allowances for the breeze. I'm going to have to manufacture something here. Mick Beasley's bowl's coming in on a good line.
Yeah, it's got the shot.
Doesn't look too far away either, this bowler, Rupees. Oh, he's run into that front one.
Well done. Yes, wait, no, that's done. Not well done. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, can't see where the five's coming from now.
1, 2, 3, 4 short bowls out of 8. The only option now, if you're the skipper, is to kill it. You've got to kill the end and start again. If you're chasing that at the back, they need 6 to win the big board, and they don't have 6 bowls left.
Did you say earlier that the jack gets respotted, or you've?
It's a respot too. No, you're right. Sorry, no, they can't kill it.
So a respot's not going to help them either. Mick Beasley, not quite there. Really are looking at a miracle working out to try and
everything's got to move up.
Get those 5, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say it again. Newcastle, that was an absolute masterclass in tactics. You want to see how to play when you're down, guys. Watch this game again and just watch that last end. The 14th end of this game, the 16th end of this game, 17th end of this game, come on, working hard, is just perfectly executed by the Newcastle team. Looking at the big board, knowing what they needed to do. It wasn't about the score on their rink. It was about the score on that big board, and they've just nailed it as a team. They're 6 shots up. Unbelievable.
Now, the only shot I can see, if they're talking about 5, is Mick Beasley's black front bowl onto his back bowl and take them both out. That would leave Manning with 2, maybe 3.
1,
but
2.
then the shot that hits Mick Beasley's bowl's got to stay there as well. I mean,
that's it. They've got to try.
Like I said, they need a miracle worker.
It's got to stay there, or they're trying to clean out. What's the next one? It's that white one. So you got to clean out 3 bowls and hang around.
That onto that, and they've gone.
Yep, 2 black ones gone.
If you've got this counts, that
so then
the back one counts, the front one counts.
It's got to be that one. So the white bowl in between the blue and that.
And the shot that he comes in with is going to have to hang around also.
You're right. Miracles needed everywhere, and that's not the position you want to be in.
And they're not even in a situation that they're thinking, okay, well, look, we could see if we can win the end and get a point for the end.
That's it. Yeah,
they need 4 to get a half a point.
Yeah, say take all that out, and then you're discounting the skipper as well, Michael Brown, who's been drawing pretty damn well.
So he's just destroyed whatever a miracle worker was going to do. Oh, who knows? They might all 3 go. Bang, bang, bang.
Hit 5 bowls, and Jack goes out of bounds. Gets respotted on the tee. Who knows? Wow.
Well, the respot on the tee's not going to.
Well, unless all the bowls are out of bounds.
Unless they all go, well, yeah.
This is it. This is, barring a miracle, this is done. And Newcastle have pulled the, I don't know, what do they say?
Rabbit out of the hat.
Yep, ripped themselves out of the fire. And it wasn't even, it was obviously skillful, but it wasn't lucky.
No, and it was on that tough side too.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Ooh.
There goes one. There's another
and
one
his
back.
bowls,
We are having our rumbles this afternoon. As soon as the official part of the bowls is finished, we have 20 drawn trays and 4 6-packs of beer of your choice. Tickets of 5 to 25 numbers. We also have 100 club, $2 a number. The 3 prizes, first 50.
So you know, lovely Sarah tomorrow. Enjoys a chat.
Yeah, Sarah Bonington, just another state representative legend.
Yeah.
One of the better players I've ever been around. They're really discussing this, but move Jack back move Jack back. You may as well.
Well, play the shot for them. Just take it or take the whole thing away from them.
Playing from margins.
You know, even if you give 1 or 2 away by getting the Jack back and wrong, so what?
But you might as well kill it at this point. It doesn't matter. You're looking at the big board they've already won.
Put it back on the spot and
you can just draw in there, and you know they're talking about moving Jack back to here and all that stuff. Just draw a shot. It's the last team to finish. We knew they were running pretty slow, but it's been worth it. That is just, I can't believe this.
It's out there, coming but not coming enough. Well, not that they need to. They're holding a couple.
Just
okay.
I'll tell you what, it counts.
Yeah. Oh.
Just watch out the rest of the
regions.
regions.
You're going to call it like, okay, if all 3 of those bowls go, Manning still aren't left with enough.
That's it. So look, just
I don't know.
Watch out the rest of the regions.
What Errol's going to have discussions going to be about.
It's not good enough against Newcastle just to be skillful. You got to be smart. That's the lesson here for everyone tomorrow. And heading into whatever the final is.
Errol reckons out here can give him what?
1, 2, 3, 4. If he sticks with it, maybe the 5.
1, 2. He's talking about.
It's got to move it a long way.
He's talking about getting as we're looking at on the monitor, on the TV. He's looking at getting the left-hand edge of the Jack, squirting it out to the right at around about 3 to 4 o'clock.
And staying with it almost as well.
I
can't really see all the players up in front.
I can't see 5 in that.
He's just got to stay with it. There might be 4 out there, but Jack's got to move nearly to the ditch to get it. He's too narrow.
No, about narrow, but he's going to be on the underside of the Jack, not the other side of it. No, he's drawn shot.
No, might as well just do that.
Not quite sure he's trying to do that, but
well, it's
we'll say he was and say good bowl.
That's it. So damn right. So 18-15 at the end of this game here. That puts 54-50 after 54 ends. Mate, you turned up for the right game.
Yeah.
That was unreal.
Well, actually, I thought I left the fellows after this morning's game where they got beaten. I said, well, look, I'm not your lucky charm. So I said, I'll come down here. And either are up there, and they were leading last score we got. So maybe that's the system. I stay away from them.
Oh, just looking up, there's Ian Lean over there walking past me with the selectors. I know the Newey selectors are here. This is just, I just, 17th end of this. I'm going to send it back to my club and say, watch this.
Have a look.
This is unbelievable. Anyway, we'll leave it there. That's been a huge day of bowls from Foster Bowling Club. What a game, what a day. It doesn't get better. It's been sunny, little breezy, but not too bad in here. And look, I can't wait to do this again tomorrow. So, Jeff, thank you so much, my friend. I'll leave you there. I'll do my sign-offs.
I'll catch up with you.
No worries. Thanks for joining me. So, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We've watched 36 ends of bowls over the day. 4s in this inter-regional veterans competition, the over 70s, and haven't they put on a display? That was just incredible. As good a finish to a game of pennants as I've ever seen. So, look, join us again tomorrow. Thanks, Kevin. Join us again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll be back for, and I haven't even got that up. I've been so enthralled with this. Usually I'm prepared. What have I got tomorrow? Round 3 should be section 1 on rink 8. No, it'll be section 2 on rink 8. So that's Manning Great Lakes versus Mid-North Coast. I'll have all the results for you there. Check out the Foster Bowls Facebook page and enjoy yourselves tonight for your Wednesday night. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. I'm Betty Two Shoes on YouTube Live Sports. See you then.